Hey, Giovanna, welcome in. And there's the Minchie. Test, test. All right. I had my mic up pretty high there. I noticed. Should be a better level. How's things sound? Hello! There's a Fire Shadow. How we doing, sir? Rolling those pesky ads, getting those things out of the way, and we'll get this show on the road. Doing okay? Doing all right, man. Excited for fight night. I've been anxiously awaiting. We've got like over a dozen new characters on the roster for Psycho Circus also. You're going to see some of those new appearances tonight, actually. Dog care? Get that dog care done. We'll be here. Yeah, it's on the high setting just because we're just getting things started right now, Fire Shadow. Once we go into actual like broadcast mode, I'll set it here, and that should sound better. Does that sound good? All right.
Welcome back. Let's get to it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Night Week 3. We made it to Week 3. All kinds of exciting things have happened, of course, along the way. Right here on Psycho Circus, we've seen rivalries form. We've seen challenges thrown. We've seen all hell break loose. We watched last week as Minchie battled Winter for the women's championship title. Winter, of course, coming out victorious, claiming the championship title for her own. And folks, we've got a bunch of new fighters on the roster this week. You'll be seeing some of them tonight, as a matter of fact. But we've got over a dozen new fighters on the Psycho Circus roster, from 1960s Batman and Robin, Jay and Silent Bob and their alternate egos. Of course, I'm talking about Bluntman and Chronic. We've got, who else? Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn. We've got Nacho Libre. All kinds of interesting characters have joined the roster for Psycho Circus. I've been a busy boy. But enough of that. Let's get into it. We've got a pretty exciting lineup for you tonight, folks. Let's go ahead and get things started. I'm going to do the things on my end, and I'll show you what we've got in store tonight. Let's take a look, shall we? We've got a fatal four-way Extreme Rules between Loalco, Badman Dex, North Viking, and Sweet Tooth the Clown. We've got a 2-on-2 tag team featuring Batman and Robin versus Bluntman and Chronic, or as you may know them, Jay and Silent Bob. We've got a 1-on-1 match between Cassidy the Clown and Rose. A triple threat Extreme Rules match between Rob making his debut here on Psycho Circus. The Real Crispy Kev and Corpse. Corpse last week, we have, of course, witnessed him dominate in a three-man match. Will he be able to pull it off tonight? We'll find out. We've got, last week we saw Fire Shadow make his way out to the ring and throw down the gauntlet, confidently challenging Mud Bucket. And it looks like we're going to see a continuation of that affair tonight and see what happens. And our main event last week, we saw Captain Shires throwing down a challenge to yours truly. I'll be stepping foot in the ring later tonight to face him one-on-one for our main event. All of that and more tonight on Fight Night. Of course, Psycho Circus followed by ARTageddon later this evening. Thank you all so much for joining. Let's go ahead, get this queued up, and we're going to start taking wagers. Let me go ahead and get our predictions all set up. Who will win in our Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way? We've got from left to right, North Viking, Loalco, Badman Dex, and Sweet Tooth the Clown.
Suddenly, I heard a tap as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door.
Raiders, welcome in. Gundy, thank you so much for that raid, sir. Welcome in, folks. Welcome to Fight Nights, and you're watching Psycho Circus, our first show of the evening, one of two. We're kicking it off with a Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules match, and we're getting our wagers set up now. And in fact, speaking of which, who will win? North Viking, Loalco, Badman Dex, or Sweet Tooth the Clown? 2 minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. Raiders, welcome. Be sure to show some love to Gundy PT, linked in the chat. Appreciate that raid, sir. Boomerang Raid coming back at us. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Get those predictions in. We are using channel points to bet on these fights, so feel free to cast your wagers now. We've got a Fatal 4-Way match kicking off this evening. North Viking from left to right. North Viking, Loalco, Badman Dex, or Sweet Tooth the Clown. Who will win? I lost some viewers along the way. It happens. It happens. All right. Gundy dude, thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, welcome in. Welcome to Fight Night. We're going to get our first match underway whenever I figure out what I'm doing. There we go.
Things are about to get good.
The following contest is a Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules match.
All right.
Making his way to the ring from the internet, weighing in at 180 pounds, the Technician.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way out to the ring right now, we've got Loalco.
Non-stop. Well, why don't they get in the ring and prove it, huh? That's what they're doing right now, Corey. Well, good. Let's see what they've got then.
Eventually, I'm going to turn the announcers off. Don't worry. But with that said, Loalco making his way out to the ring right now, a seasoned veteran here on Fight Night, looking to prove his name in our Fatal 4-Way Challenge. One of four competitors in the ring. We're starting off with all the excitement tonight, folks.
The WWE Universe just exploded.
And his opponent, first, from England, weighing in at 185 pounds, Bad Man.
Matches like
Dex
these,
making his
with
way out now.
This caliber, this is why sports entertainment is an art form.
Week 3 here on Psycho Circus. Dex is no stranger to the ring already. He's had his share of bouts in the ring, and he's proven he has what it takes. Does he have what it takes to stand up against North Viking, though? Not many do.
This is a match he's craved for quite some time. He's ready and raring to go.
Your money's on North Viking, Minchie? It might be a smart bet. Two of four fighters in the ring now. Dex and Loalco.
Oh, yeah.
Two more to go in our Fatal 4-Way Challenge. And speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the one and only North Viking. A true, absolute behemoth in the ring. A force to be reckoned with. And one that I care not stand in the ring with, to be honest. Look at this gargantuan machine.
Hey, where's the horse? What are you talking about? Yeah, what horse? The high horse this superstar always seems to be on. Did Jerry Lawler write that line for you?
He loves to use it, doesn't he? He loves that line. North Viking towering over most of the competition here on the roster. Like I said, an absolute giant, a force to be reckoned with in the ring. And God help us on the day that Royal Rumble comes.
The champ does not want anyone making their name at his expense. He plans on fighting hard tonight.
North Viking also charged with protecting the title until an actual placement has occurred. Of course, we haven't had our men's championship title nor the Psycho Circus title championship matches. Those will come later in the season. Until then, I think it's in good hands. And that's three of the four on our fatal 4-way. Our final challenger making his way out to the ring right now. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Sweet Tooth the Clown.
Weighing in at 200 pounds, Sweet Tooth the Clown.
You are looking at some highly motivated competitors in this match, looking to steal the show and capture the attention of the entire WWE Universe. Doesn't matter where or when he's competing, this guy just wants to fight, and he's about to get one.
That's absolutely true. The only thing he's looking for is a fight, and he finds it right here each week. It's going to be an interesting matchup between Sweet Tooth and North Viking especially. I'll be interested to see what comes of this match. Best of luck to Loalco and Dex, of course. They've got two monsters in the ring with them. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, there is the bell.
Can go anywhere in the arena, the locker room, or the parking lot.
A solid start from Dex.
Submission must occur in the
And
ring.
North.
One of the dangers of an extreme rules match is it can very quickly turn into an all-out brawl. Well, a match like this shows what from behind.
Dex going for the pin on Sweet Tooth already. Sweet Tooth, of course, kicking out. It's a little premature on that, Dex. I think we've lost Loalco. Moments ago, North Viking picked him up by the face and just threw him into the mat with full force. Took Loalco a moment to get back to his feet. North Viking toe-to-toe with Dex.
Tackles ruthless.
Shoulder puts down Loalco. Sweet Tooth back in the ring with the sledgehammer. What's he have in store for us? An equalizer on North Viking. Sledgehammer to the back. Down goes North. Loalco sees it coming.
What's the play here? Oh, I think we all know the answer to that one, Cole.
Sweet Tooth taking a moment outside the ring to recover. High kick to the face from Loalco, sending Dex over the... Oh! All chaos breaking loose outside the ring right now. North Viking tossing Loalco like he's nothing, like a small toy. Sweet Tooth and North toe-to-toe. A nice counter from North Viking, breaking free. In the ring, off the top rope, Dex, sledgehammer to the top of the head, going for the pin on Loalco. Loalco kicks out on the one.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this.
Loalco trying his best, and he succeeds.
Sledgehammer to the midsection will knock the wind out.
Sledgehammer's getting some more work in the ring.
Here it is.
Loalco going for the pin on Sweet Tooth.
The count before it too. Kicking out there really has to make his opponent question his game plan.
Yeah, kick out and an interrupt from Dex there. Dex going toe-to-toe with North. North tossing him around.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
Yeah, exactly.
Caught him with a big... He's doing it.
Big boot to the face from North Viking. Loalco's down. North going for the pin. There's the two, and interrupt from Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth squaring up now with North Viking, hitting him with the left and the right. Ooh, double axe handle to the back of the head. Loalco back on his feet, puts Sweet Tooth in the air. Down he goes with the body slam. Sweet Tooth struggling to his feet. Yeah, basement drop kick. Down goes Sweet Tooth once again. Loalco maintaining control inside the ring, and Sweet Tooth puts him puts an abrupt halt to it. Outside the ring now, Sweet Tooth joining North Viking and Dex. Loalco down inside the ring. Dex with Sweet Tooth on his shoulder, dropping him into the curtain.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Running Hurricane Rana. Fantastic.
Running Hurricane Rana puts down Dex. Loalco taking control outside of the ring. North Viking and Dex double teaming Loalco, and Dex
but you really shouldn't count on anyone but yourself.
Becoming the full focus of North Viking now. North Viking taunting his opponents. From behind, Dex back on his feet. A left hook to the back of the head. North Viking
saw it coming.
Hitting him with a flurry of punches. Grabbing him by the throat. Up in the air. Oh no, down he goes. Choke slammed outside the ring.
And he slides him back to the mat.
Loalco sending North back inside the ring, turning his attention now to Dex. Sweet Tooth trying to get in on the action. Nice moves.
A power bomb's not meant to be pretty, but
Loalco hitting Dex with a power bomb and taking a sledgehammer to the gut from Sweet Tooth, who gets caught off guard from North Viking. North Viking now in control. All other men on the floor. Dex making his way to his feet as North Viking gets back into the ring. Outside the ring now. Dex sending Sweet Tooth face first into the steps. Catching an elbow from Loalco right to the face.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath.
Loalco looking under the ring. What's he got? Up, and here comes Dex. Not giving him the opportunity, but here comes North Viking to capitalize with the kendo stick.
You know exactly what you're getting into when you sign up for this kind of match.
North sending Loalco back into the ring. Looks like he may have intentions to put an end to this. Throw Dan, welcome in, sir. Dex inside the ring, going for the pin on Loalco. Loalco kicking out on the one. A proper head bob? Yeah, definitely was. Dex demonstrating immense strength with that body slam on North Viking. Sweet Tooth just chucking that kendo stick right at North's face. Nice counter from North Viking, breaking free. Hitting him with the elbow now. Sweet Tooth in trouble. North Viking sending him over the rope. Hanging on now, ringside. Ooh. Jawbreaker from Sweet Tooth. catching North Viking by surprise. Outside the ring, Loalco and Dex continuing to go toe-to-toe.
To this match. Yeah, but what else do you expect this deep in a fatal four-way?
Sweet Tooth sending North off the ropes. Huge body slam. Is he going for the pin? Outside the ring. Oh no, Dex! Loalco in a bad position now. Sweet Tooth going for the pin. Inside the ring, North kicking out on the 2. Massive suplex from Dex. Loalco in trouble outside the ring. Inside the ring now, Sweet Tooth going for the submission.
Submission hold, locked in deep. So much for the submission hold.
North breaking free on the submission. Sweet Tooth clearly getting frustrated here. Massive flurry of punches to the face from Sweet Tooth as North Viking lays barely conscious in the middle of the ring.
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now. Looks like he's from way up. Good.
Off the top turnbuckle. Dex hitting him with a double axe handle. Loalco in trouble, taking steel chair hits to the abdomen now.
Dodges away.
Loalco back on his feet. Nice flying kick to the face there. Dex down. Loalco looking under the ring now. Inside the ring, Sweet Tooth continues to put a hurt on North Viking. Sweet Tooth outside the ring, chucking a trash can at Loalco, but hitting the ring post instead.
Axe handle finds the mark. He's ready to show his opponent and the world what he's made of.
Inside the ring, North Viking back on his feet, making his way to join the others outside the ring now. Lumbering slowly, it looks like he may be injured. North sending Dex into the ring. Outside the ring now, he's toe-to-toe with Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth sending North Viking into the ring. All men back in the ring. Loalco going for the pin on Dex.
Keeping this match
Sweet
alive.
Tooth with the interrupt.
He's just waiting for that perfect moment.
What a match.
The defensive
elbow from North Viking breaking free from Sweet Tooth's attempted hold. Bear hug puts down North Viking. Loalco getting the pin on Dex with the 3 count, taking the win on our fatal four-way.
Quite a show. Here's another look.
What a match tonight, kicking off Psycho Circus. A brutal fatal four-way between 4 brutal opponents. Vinci lost money. Oh no! What a fight. Immense displays of strength from North Viking tonight. A surprise upset with Loalco taking the win. Some big moves from all of our fighters tonight. Game's audio's good. Yeah, I noticed it was a little low previously, Drovana. So yeah. Look at all just all kinds of replay-worthy action tonight, and that was only our first match.
Here is your winner, the Technician!
What an explosive fatal four-way. And as the dust continues to settle, here's your winner.
Yeah, a great fight tonight from Loalco.
Lasting 3 different opponents. It was a real testament to his abilities.
And let's take a look at our final results tonight on our first match of the evening. Who will win? 52% of the vote went to North Viking. 48% of the vote going to Badman Dex. And Loalco and Sweet Tooth, the underdogs in this, at 0%. Loalco, of course, being the winner. Nobody's making any money on that match tonight. All right. What a match. My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only just begun. Only just begun. Super, what's up, man? Welcome in. All right. All right. Our first match of Psycho Circus is complete. We're continuing on tonight with what I believe is our first official tag team match. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight you're going to see some of our new fighters on the Psycho Circus roster. 1960s Batman and Robin versus Blunt Man and Chronic, otherwise known as Jay and Silent Bob. I can't wait for this match. All right, let me get our predictions set up. Who will win? The dynamic duo, Batman and Robin, or Blunt Man and Chronic? 2 minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. What a matchup, right? I love it. Got me some food. What did I miss? Loalco pulling out a surprise victory against the behemoth North Viking, Sweet Tooth the Clown, and Badman Dex in a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match. That was our first match. Loalco, the underdog, coming out, pulling the victory tonight. And we're heading into our second match of the evening. I think it's, like I said, our first official tag match. 1960s Batman and Robin versus Blunt Man and Chronic, Jay and Silent Bob. Don't we have Gundy fighting today? That's our other show, Extreme. And I won't know until after this show is over, honestly, because I can't look ahead. But yeah, Gundy's on the ARTageddon roster, which is our second show. He's more than welcome to join this roster as well if he's interested. But yeah, get those predictions in. Who will win? Batman and Robin or Blunt Man and Chronic? Ladies and gentlemen, our tag team, our first official tag team match begins right about now. The old Batman. Oh yeah. The dynamic duo, ladies and gentlemen, Batman and Robin.
Tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 355 pounds, Dirt, Knight, and Boy Wonder.
Yeah, enjoy the lurk, Extreme.
Already reaching a fever pitch upon their arrival, and we are just seconds away from a highly anticipated match.
Hey, Corpse, welcome in. Good evening. It's going well, dude. We're in our second fight of the night for Psycho Circus. Some debut characters on our roster here. Ladies and gentlemen, 1960s Batman and Robin, the dynamic duo, making their appearance tonight versus another new appearance, Blunt Man and Chronic. Ladies and gentlemen, I will say no more. Just take it in and enjoy. Yeah, right, Extreme? Jay loves his bootios, you know? They have their alter egos. They're just Jay and Silent Bob, but when they're a tag team, they come out as Blunt Man and Chronic. Oh, it's great. I love it. You never know what you'll see on Fight Night, folks. Especially right here on Psycho Circus. Ladies and gentlemen, Batman and Robin versus Blunt Man and Chronic. Starting it off, our legal competitors tonight, Robin versus Blunt Man. Here we go.
This tag match started.
When you think of tag teams that are itching to make an impact on tonight's event, you don't have to look any further than these two.
Two teams with a desire to steal the show.
Yeah, not to mention make a name for themselves here on Psycho Circus in their debut. A strong start from Robin.
Kick to the gut.
Yeah, that's a glitch. That's the wrong ref.
And he gets directed into the corner. Boom! Good defense from him.
Yeah, nice defense from Robin there, breaking free from what could have been absolute destruction.
Basement drop kick.
Basement drop kick to the face. Blunt Man taking a beating tonight. Kick to the midsection. Robin sets it up. Oh my goodness.
You have to
Code red. Down he goes. Snoochie boochies.
That much force.
Robin going for the tag. In comes Batman head to head with Blunt Man. Batman versus Blunt Man.
Nicely done.
Off the ropes.
What elevation.
Nice moves from the Caped Crusader this evening. Pulling Blunt Man to his feet now. Grappled up, sending him into the ropes, into the turnbuckle. Batman squaring up. There's the tag double team.
Here.
Robin on the top rope now with the assist from Batman. Oh!
Across the chest. Tandem offense in effect.
Blunt Man taking a beating.
Knows how to truly work.
The Dark Knight Splash. Chronic reaching for the tag from his tag partner. Robin's not going to have it. Robin. Oh, a nice reversal from Blunt Man now. Taking control. Blunt Man back in action. Slap across the face. Elbow to the neck.
Oh dear, this doesn't look good.
Oh! Going for the pin now.
Kick out at one.
And Robin kicks out on the one.
To stay in this matchup.
Shocking that Blunt Man has not gone for the tag. Looking to soak up all the action tonight, I guess. There's the tag. Double team action from Blunt Man and Chronic against Robin. Oh no!
Oh, draping double axe handle.
Yep, draping a double axe handle right to the back. Robin struggling, trying to pull himself up on the ropes. A strong right hook from Chronic. Oh, look, the confidence on display here. Maybe a little premature. Kick to the back of the knee. Chronic staying in control, sending Robin into the turnbuckle. There's the tag. Here comes some double team action. Once again. Headbutt to the face. Robin is in trouble. Going for the pin, but Robin kicks out on the one. Back into the turnbuckle. Another double team tag from Blunt Man and Chronic. Send him into the ropes. Oh! Sending him soaring.
He wasn't tough enough contending with one opponent.
Robin diving for the tag. Here comes Batman squaring off now with Chronic. Grappled up. Batman, knee to the face. Down goes Chronic. Batman outside the ropes. Off the rope.
It's incredible the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
Chronic still in this fight. Pulling Batman to his feet. When you create the characters, other fighting styles you can assign. Yeah, you can import movesets as well if you want. A flurry of knees to the midsection and a high kick to the face. Down goes Chronic. Batman goes for the tag. Here comes Robin. Chronic back on his feet now, ready for action. Grappled up. Robin sending him into the turnbuckle. We're already going for the double team tag.
Oh, this is gonna be
Batman on the top ropes with the assist from Robin.
For the record, Saxton, you and I would never have that kind of chemistry.
Hey, I'd be a great teammate.
No,
I've seen you trip
no,
over
you
your
wouldn't.
own left foot.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I'm with him. Over the ropes now. Flurry of punches to the chest. Chronic in trouble now. The audience just absolutely on fire. Chronic dropping outside the ring, struggling to get to his feet. Making the return now. Batman ready and waiting.
This capacity crowd
Batman
is sending it
climbing
wrong,
to the second
and he's
rope,
sending it right
cheering
back.
to the crowd.
He gets
Whoa,
the
here
tag.
comes Bluntman. Chronic
man,
making the
check
tag.
out
Bluntman catching Batman by surprise. Deadlift, body slam, just throwing him face first into the mat.
He goes for the pin.
And Bluntman is back and ready for some vengeance. In for the pin, and Batman kicks out on the two.
The time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept
Bluntman pulling Batman to his feet. Grappled up, spinning him around, sending him across the ring into the turnbuckle. Here it comes. Oh, Batman breaking free, elbow to the face, catching Bluntman by surprise, sending him round and round across the ring, back to the opposite turnbuckle. There's the tag. We're getting some double team action from the dynamic duo, sending Bluntman off the ropes. And a double shoulder block puts Bluntman down, making the diving tag. Here comes Chronic, ready for action, and Robin is waiting. Robin setting up his opponent. A brutal kick to the face, and he's putting in the work on that leg. Yep. Stump puller leg snap, putting some real hurt on that left leg. And Robin goes for the tag. Here comes Batman. Batman pulling Chronic to his feet. Into the turnbuckle. And we got a double team tag. These folks loved it. Oh, a taste of his own medicine. He's going for the pin. And here comes Bluntman with the save. Robin clearly frustrated. Kick to the back, pulling Chronic to his feet. Into the turnbuckle. And we've got some dynamic duo action in store. Another fierce uppercut to the gut. Chronic with the surprise pin attempt and a reversal from Batman. There's the one. There's the two. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. The dynamic duo taking the win over Bluntman and Chronic.
Some superstars doing what they do best. Here are the highlights.
There's some crazy moves on display from Robin and Batman tonight. Bluntman and Chronic definitely holding their own against the Cape Crusader and Robin this evening. Regardless, I'd say a pretty great debut from both teams this evening. I love the Bluntman and Chronic. Oh my God, dude. Lots of double tag team action happening in that match for sure. Both teams really working together quite well. In their first matches, they're both of them debuting this evening. And that end reversal, that's one for the books right there. Chronic thought he had it, and Batman flipped the script.
And these two really do make the perfect pair.
For my money, these two just might be the best tag team on the roster today.
Yeah, they definitely made a name for themselves, that's for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had wagers in place. Who will win? And the winner is the dynamic duo. 64% of the vote in favor of Bluntman and Chronic, the underdogs, pulling out a win tonight over the fan favorites. Dynamic duo with 36% of the vote are the winners. If you voted for the dynamic duo, you're taking home some channel points. Congrats to our winners. Yeah, definitely a pretty good match there. All right, 2 matches down. Two matches down tonight on Psycho Circus, and 4 more to go, including our main event. Yours truly versus Captain Shires after he challenged me in the ring last week. All right. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a one-on-one match. Cassidy the Clown versus Rose. Who will win? We'll get those predictions all set up, and you guys can get your votes in. Cassidy the Clown on the left versus Rose on the right. 2 minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. Who will win? Cassidy making her debut tonight. Rose, a seasoned veteran, coming over and joining the ranks of Psycho Circus, also on the ARTageddon roster. My money's going on Rose, says Gundy. Menchie's going for Rose. Yep, get those predictions in. And with that said, our one-on-one match between Cassidy the Clown. Cassidy the Clown? That's hard to say sometimes. Cassidy the Clown versus Rose. Let's go. Oh, well, why didn't it do the thing? There we go. You're taking the underdog on this one, Supra? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassidy the Clown making her debut tonight.
Making her way to the ring from your darkest fears, Cassidy the Clown.
Guys, this match has the potential to
What an
completely
entrance.
change the WWE landscape, and it's because of this level of talent involved.
I love the tank entrance, dude, right? Shotzi, yep. This would have gone to Sweet Tooth if the character movement wasn't so feminine. Right? Yeah, Cassidy making her solo debut tonight on Psycho Circus. She's been with the roster for a couple weeks now, but just has not had a match on the ticket. A Warhammer tank? It could be used in Warhammer, that's for sure.
One of the most anticipated matches we've had in quite some time. And this woman is the reason why.
Also, Cassidy being a member of the Clown Brigade tag team with Sweet Tooth and Georgie. And her opponent, ladies and gentlemen, a Fight Night veteran, Rose.
You know, this person takes some pride in their work, but who could blame them? Few are as gifted in the ring as this performer.
Wow, you are laying it on thick, Saxton. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll hear you when they watch this match 10 times before bed tonight.
Rose means business. We've seen it. We've witnessed it. Cassidy is in for quite a match tonight.
She is ready for this big match, and she knows everyone backstage will be watching her make an impact.
I still watch Raw, SmackDown, and the pay-per-view. I used to watch it as a kid, but I've been really getting heavy into it, Extreme. I really have. Also, Extreme, if you haven't watched Heels on Netflix, I highly recommend it. Baldur's Gate to wrestling, yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our one-on-one Rose versus Cassidy match is beginning. Let's
looking into her eyes, you can see that
see
she's
who
as focused
pulls
as
out the
ever for
win
this
tonight.
Keeping her
A
head
strong
on the
start from
swivel.
Rose, a flurry of punches, and a massive uppercut puts
She knows
Cassidy
just
on the
how
mat.
important a win in this one could be, and she's going to keep that in mind
Rose
here. But she better be
maintaining control.
prepared for who she has in the ring with her.
Massive suplex, down goes Cassidy. Rose for the pin, Cassidy kicking free on the one.
And her opponent isn't going to hand her a fast win.
Cassidy back on her feet. Rose there to meet her, sending her across the ring to the
Bad
turnbuckle.
sight here, dangling helpless in the corner.
Uh-oh. Cassidy in trouble now. Rose setting her up.
Stuck in the tree of woe and just having
Yeah.
her face stomped.
Tree of
And there is
woe
no other
stomping
term for that
on
than just
Cassidy's
cheap.
face.
A cheap shot.
Series of lefts and rights, a flurry of punches. Cassidy taking a beating, an uppercut, puts her down on the ground. Outside the ring now, Rose joining her. This is not an Extreme Rules match. The count does
And
count.
she's taking a serious beating here.
Being pushed to her breaking point, potentially.
And she slides her back to the mat.
Yeah, Rose sending Cassidy back into the ring now.
Big forearm.
Into the turnbuckle. Cassidy taking an absolute beating this
Targeting the
evening.
arm. This has got to hurt.
Getting the upper hand by taking away your opponents.
Oh, she was
Rose
ready for the
knows
counter.
she's in control, but Cassidy with the surprise, a nice counter, kicking free, back on her feet now. Rose might be in trouble. We're in a back and forth brutal exchange.
Hockey fight's just broken out. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to
Rose intent on maintaining control.
Appreciating these athletes going all
Hey,
out.
ref,
Two fighters
what?
putting their haymakers on autopilot
Hey.
right now. Oh my gosh, knee.
Climbing to the top turnbuckle now.
Camera awareness, ref. Come on now.
Way out. Double axe handle.
Double axe handle off the top turnbuckle from Cassidy. Rose in trouble now. Cassidy going to work on the leg.
She's rocked and things are
Taunting
about
her
to get any
opponent.
better.
Rose back on her feet. Ref be like nothing to see, right?
Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. MCL and ACL could have major damage. Possibly the fibula.
Yeah,
Excellent
she's in
strategy there.
some real trouble here.
Just getting all twisted up.
And she has the pace of this one right where she wants it.
She's swinging away with
I
such
stands here now.
malice.
Cassidy off the rope.
Boom.
Jawbreaker.
She's got her pin.
Cassidy going for the pin. Rose kicking out before the
She's
one.
still very much in this.
Yep, she is still very much in this fight. Rose not ready to quit now. Cassidy sending Rose face first into the turnbuckle. Maintaining control. Oh no!
I don't think there's any love lost here.
Certainly seems that tensions are rising.
Cassidy
Michael.
climbing the ropes. Rose down on the mat.
This is the chance she was looking for.
Oh, poor Rose. Cassidy eyeing her opponent. Giving her a moment, I guess. Going for the pin.
Makes the cover.
Oh no, ladies and oh no.
What a big celebration and a massive win tonight.
That's an evening of upsets this evening.
Victory, incredibly physical matchup, but earned the right to celebrate here tonight.
You can't trust the clown.
More fun than celebration.
Oh no!
More
Oh,
fun. This is
no!
classless.
Cassidy is not done. She is not done.
Oh, steel steps.
You
Come
can't
on.
do that. Wow. We got a rivalry forming here, clearly. Rose, I wouldn't tolerate that. What the heck was that? What a night. What a night. Why didn't that work? Let's go back over here. There we go. There we go. What? What is going on, man? We got all kinds of chaos just breaking out here. Gets ready to kick Cassidy's ass for Rose. There you go, Minchie. You gonna get some payback? There may be an angry fox coming for you. Yeah, there very well may be. The Clown Brigade. I would advise not trusting them. I would steer clear of the Clown Brigade. All of them. Ladies and gentlemen, another upset this evening. You guys voted 58% in favor of Rose. Once again, the underdog, Cassidy the Clown, making her solo debut tonight, pulling out the victory with 42% of the audience's favor. And if you voted for Cassidy the Clown, I got to change her name. I can't say this. If you voted for Cassidy the Clown, you got some channel points coming your way. What? That was some underhanded tactics, you know? The match was over. She comes out of the ring and catches you with a cheap shot? Unacceptable, Rose. We got to teach her a lesson. And I'm sure you will. I have faith. Speaking of debuts, ladies and gentlemen, we've got more action in store for you here on Psycho Circus. Later on this evening, we have our second show, ARTageddon, of course. But before we get to that, and tonight's main event, we've got another debut this evening. Rob, making his Psycho Circus debut in a three-way Extreme Rules match against the Real Crispy Kev and Corpse's Zomboy. Let's go ahead and get those predictions set up. Who will win? From left to right, we've got the Real Crispy Kev, Rob, or Corpse. Two minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. Sure as hell not voting for me. Maybe I need to bet against Menchie to win for a change. Oh! Shots fired. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your predictions in. Who will win? We've got an Extreme Rules three-way match. The Real Crispy Kev versus Rob versus Corpse. Let's get to it, shall we? Rude. I have faith in Menchie. She had a bad night last week.
Here he comes.
And making his debut, ladies and gentlemen, Robor.
Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Ohio, weighing in at 189 pounds.
By the way, Rob, I unlocked the actual Miz jacket, so I can get you that.
This looks to be a match with major implications here.
I didn't have it when I made your character.
Could change the entire landscape here.
You lose all your bets, there must be a connection.
This match has everyone backstage buzzing. He is an exciting competitor to watch.
Also, Rob, a member of the tag team The Biz with Fire Shadow. I think you two will make an excellent tag team. Rob ready and waiting to make his debut tonight in the ring. Here comes the Real Crispy Kev.
And his opponents, first from New York, weighing in at 195 pounds, Kevin the Bruiser.
Some would say this superstar thinks a little too much of themselves. But
You
this
say
is
that
to
about
watch.
everybody.
This is a serious contender for any title. They need to loosen up, have a little fun, heck, maybe even lose a match once in a while.
You need to loosen up and have a little fun, Steve. Hope Zomboy has a biting move. That would be great. Yeah, Kev, also a seasoned veteran here on Fight Night. Confident in his ability, I'm sure. Zomboy should use Mankind's Mandible Claw move. Somebody... no, I think it's Sweet Tooth has
This is a guy who
a Death Grip
always
move.
seeks out the highest level of competition, and I think he'll get it tonight.
Could be in a Mad Max movie. Like oh yeah, this is... Kev said give me the... Oh, why can't I think of the guy's name right now? Randy Orton. Said give me the Randy Orton so I did. All right, 2 competitors in our 3-way Extreme Rules. We've got one more making his way out now, ladies and gentlemen. Zomboy.
Weighing in at 170 pounds, the Zombie.
I love this fighter. This was a lot of fun.
Saxon probably loves this competitor.
Death warmed up.
I think it's nice to see someone with their head screwed on straight. We'll get enough insanity in the ring, if you ask me.
His head's screwed on straight? If you say so. It was savage last week. Yeah, an absolute underdog, Zomboy, coming out of that match victorious. What a surprise. I'm anxious to see what he's got in store for us this week.
He says it's all about dominance tonight and plans on showing why everyone backstage should be scared.
That's right. He said all of that. He also said brains. Captain Kirk would... All right, all of our men in the ring ready for tonight's fight in our 3-way Extreme Rules match. There's the bell. And here we go. It's a slap match.
Well, the main thing is to remember that anything you can imagine is
Locking up the legs. Some big moves from Rob on his debut this evening. A nice start. Zomboy sending him off the ropes, though.
But anyway, the pin or submission
Down
has to
goes
be in the
Rob.
ring to win.
Zomboy squaring off with Crispy Kev.
It's on like a vice grip.
Squeezing his head.
just looks
Oh, he's trying to
nasty.
pop it like a melon. Rob going under the... Oh, no, Rob's got the sledgehammer in the ring now. And Zomboy sees it coming. Knocks it out of his hands. Puts him in the air. What's he got in store? Dropping him on the ropes. Outside the ring, Kev's got a ladder.
Back into the ring now.
Double axe handle to the back. Rob's in trouble. Zomboy going toe-to-toe with Crispy Kev, sending him into the turnbuckle and returning his attention to Rob. Zomboy with the sledgehammer. A nice dodge from Rob. In comes Kevin with the pin attempt. Rob kicking free.
And he's basically defenseless right now. He's got to fight his way back into this.
Rob taking a moment on the ropes. Oh, boy. Kev taking a shot at Zomboy. Zomboy unfazed right now. Grabbing the sledgehammer and nailing Rob right in the abdomen twice. Oh, the low blows.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way
If the zombie does not go for the brains. Outside the ring, Kev's grabbing a steel chair, returning into the ring, catching the others by surprise. Steel chair to the head on Zomboy. And, oh, low blow from Rob. Did you see that? Rob going for the pin. Kev's down. Zomboy with the save. Zomboy focusing on Rob now. Knee to the face. Rob down. Zomboy lifting Kevin in the air, choke slamming him into the ground, going for the pin. Rob making his way to his feet, and Kev kicking free on the 2 count. Zomboy is a serious competitor. My goodness. Look at this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Rob saved from Kev. Zomboy hitting Kev in the back with the sledgehammer.
Anticipation. What a reversal.
Up the pooch.
Taking to the floor, and he's got no worries.
Rob sending Zomboy face first into the turnbuckle. Across the ring now, making his charge. Knee to the abdomen. From behind now, Kev catching Rob by surprise. Clothesline, down goes Rob. Kev grabbing the ladder. What's he doing? Zomboy knocking it out of his hands, taking control.
He is determined to fight.
Kev breaking free, elbow to the abdomen. Strong right hook sends Zomboy to the mat. Rob on his feet now. Oh! DDT. Down goes Kev. Rob grabs the steel chair. Disarmed by Zomboy as he springs to his feet. Puts Rob on the mat, goes for the pin. It's absolute chaos. What is happening? Zomboy, what's wrong? Let go. Zomboy with the death grip on. Zomboy with an absolute death grip, refusing to let go. Rob struggling to break free. Meanwhile, Kev is just knocked out cold outside the ring. Oh my God, I'm dead. Rob grabbing the table back into the Rob very confused. Oh yeah, it hurts. It hurts. This is the funniest shit. Oh my God. Rob with the kendo stick to the face, breaking Zomboy's clutches.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
I gotta stand up and stretch, guys. Oh my God.
Spine buster.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That's a core workout. Just laugh until you cry. In the ring now. Oh, it hurts.
Do to create space here.
Zomboy breaking free from Kev's clutches, elbows to the midsection. He sets it up, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it. With him on his shoulders now, throwing him into the mat. He's going for the pin. Rob trying to break free. He does it.
Time to take a short break.
Let's
Stand
snooze
up,
that.
stretch and hydrate.
Inside the ring, Rob toe-to-toe with death grip Zomboy, slamming him into the table.
Heads outside the ring. And no countouts means he can take his time.
Kev's like, I've had enough of this. Oh, sledgehammer to the back from Zomboy. Kev missed his mark, taking a beating instead. Back in action now. Sets him up on the shoulders. Down he goes, DDT. He's going for the pin. That was powerbomb, by the way, not a DDT. Rob kicking Kev to the face with the interrupt on the 2 count. Very well could have robbed the victory from Kev. Kev obviously not too happy about that. Kendo stick to the back of the head. Rob's in trouble. Sets him over his shoulder. Suplex. Clothesline. Down goes Rob. Kev in for the pin. Zomboy on his feet. And he breaks the pin. Match still very much underway here. There's Jesus. This is it. It's over. On the pin with Zob. Oh! Oh! Rob back on his feet with the interrupt on the 2. Narrowly interrupting what could have been a victory for Kev.
This is a moment when you're desperate.
And would you look at that? He just let go.
Rob locking up the legs.
Maybe he did
trying for the submission.
And has something else in mind now.
Steel chair tossed at his face. He's going for the pin. This may be it. There. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Rob on his debut on Psycho Circus, taking the win in this 3-way Extreme Rules Challenge. What a fight. Oh my God. He's busted wide open. Yeah, that chair toss busted his forehead open. Look at that low blow from Rob. He pulled the Luke Cage right there, you know? Or Johnny Cage. Guess who lost money? Uh-oh. World title on this man now. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a pending ad. We're going to go ahead and get out of the way after this match. We'll take a quick break. What a night tonight on Psycho Circus. My goodness. We laughed until we cried. We've seen plenty of action, lots of upsets, and we're not even done. I think we're only halfway through. Is that 3 matches? I think we've got 3 more to go. Rigor Mortis kicked in for Zomboy. Yeah, it looked like Zomboy had a black eye. What a fight, though. That little guy can go, man.
Here is your winner, the
Impressively withstanding
D-Rob.
the onslaught of the 2 other superstars.
Not to be
Stand
confused
tall
with A-Rob.
and their arm raised here and now.
This was an unpredictable one, but when it was all said and done, only one man could be left standing.
One man
Stage
out
3
of 3.
Klinger was
Oh, he
caught on
found the
replay
lead to
forever.
chaos.
We need to clip that. That needs to be clipped for sure. Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight tonight. Congratulations to Rob proving himself on his debut fight here on Psycho Circus. We, of course, took predictions prior to the match. Who would win, the Real Crispy Kev, Rob, or Corpse? 87% of the vote in favor for Corpse, 5% in favor for Rob, and 9% in favor for Kev. Rob, the underdog, pulling the victory tonight. If you voted for Rob, you're walking away with some channel points. And here they come. Congratulations. 87% made it glitch. What? That was crazy, man. What a match. What a match. I've seen a couple goofy things, but I've never seen anything like that. That was the wildest thing I've seen in this game. Chesticles. All right. I'm in pain right now from laughing so hard. I couldn't breathe. All right. Let's see. We're going to run ads. We're going to take a quick little intermission, of course. But before we do, here's a little look ahead and what's next.
It's time to take a short break. Stand up, stretch, and hydrate.
Yes, of course, we will get to that ad break here momentarily. But before we do, last week we saw Fire Shadow make his way out to the ring and confidently throw down a challenge against Mudbucket 71. It looks like tonight they're ready to square off. Who will win? We'll find out here shortly, right here on Psycho Circus. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you're enjoying. I love these streams. I really hope you guys do as well, because they're quite a bit of fun for me. I enjoy it, even if it hurts from laughing so much. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and start those ads now, get those out of the way, and we will return with more Psycho Circus and ARTageddon later this evening. See you guys in a few. And in the meantime, we can hang out. Wasn't even bad. Looked like another domination for a while. Yeah. Zomboy held his own for sure. Like I said, that little guy can move. He was definitely quite a shocking surprise last week, especially considering who was it he was facing. I think Sweet Tooth was one of them, but he had some pretty big competitors. He did pull out the win, if I remember correctly. He did kind of capitalize on an opportunity to take the win. But hey, that's part of the game, right? So he's been around, has some moves. Yeah. You have plenty of time on your hands for that kind of thing when you're undead, you know? Also, like I said, if you've got a fighter on the ARTageddon roster and you would like to join Psycho Circus as well, you can be on both shows. Just let me know. If nothing else, it gives you more opportunities to be in a match each night. or each week, rather. Got a Gerolsteiner sparkly mineral water ad. I assume that's a German brand. I've never heard of it. You made some loot? Menchie, you broke yet? I know Menchie's been having some tough luck. Might be Austrian, no idea. I didn't get to vote, took too long. Ah, jeez. Yeah, we got about a minute left on ads, and then we'll get our predictions in and get on to our next match. Also, just so you guys know, if you're subscribed to the channel, and I may move it into general, I don't know. But for right now, if you're subscribed to the channel and your Discord is linked and you have access to the subscriber-only channels, there's a Fight Night chat channel. There's also a Fight Night news channel. The Fight Night news channel, I'm going to actually put in like recaps that are right out of the game each week. And I'm going to try to remember to do screenshots on each show's final results with our winners for every match. I'll post those in there each week. Bet on Rob. He can't lose. There you go. Yeah, he's 1-0 right now. He's undefeated. I was undefeated once. I think I'm 3-1.
Welcome back. Let's get to it.
Yeah, I'm shocked, man. Cassidy really one-upped us on Rose. I thought for sure Rose had that in the bag, but Cassidy really proving herself to be quite the competitor. That, of course, being her solo debut, because we've seen her in a tag match, I think, like week 1, I think it was. But anyway, with that being said, folks, welcome back to Psycho Circus. We've got some more action in store tonight before we move on to Artageddon. And like I said before the break, last week we saw Fire Shadow make his way out to the ring and confidently throw down a challenge against Mudbucket 71. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks as though Mudbucket 71 is up to answer the call. We've got a one-on-one match, Mudbucket 71 versus Fire Shadow. Who will win? From left to right, of course, we've got Mudbucket 71 and veteran to Fight Nights, Fire Shadow. 2 minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. Who will win? And with that being said, let's get into it.
Here we go, guys.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from West Virginia, weighing in at 194 pounds,
A matchup like this, it's one that the locker room has wanted to see. It's one that the WWE Universe has wanted to see. It's one that I've been waiting to see, and it's about to go down.
Yeah, that's right, Harvey. You guys like how I just make up a random name every time I... Mudbucket 71 making his way out tonight, one half of the Swashbucklers tag team, answering the call after Fire Shadow threw down the gauntlet last week. His tag team partner will be seen later tonight in our main event versus Feral Moon. Mudbucket ready and waiting. It looks like he's got something to say. Oh, okay. He's answering the call right now.
Confidence with this open challenge.
Yep. He heard what Fire Shadow had to say. I'm really hoping this doesn't turn into one of those, like, there's no end result kind of thing. If so, I guess you guys get your money back, but, you know.
And here comes one of my favorites.
And Fire Shadow from the back, listening in on what Mudbucket has to say. Here he comes now. One half of the Biz Tag Team.
Weighing in at 190 pounds,
All these superstars
Somebody
come into
take
this
that away
match
from him.
incredibly hungry to prove their dominance. I can't wait to see what unfolds.
Who gave this man fire? That's real fire. Sir, there's combustibles in here. Somebody take that away from him. You can't just throw it on the ground. He's melted the mats.
He said he'll steal the show here tonight, and he looks more than ready
Yep.
to deliver on that promise.
Last week, Fire Shadow was more than confident about this challenge. He's ready. He's ready to square off with Mud Bucket from the looks of it. Ladies and gentlemen, one-on-one Mud Bucket versus Fire Shadow. Who will win? We're about to find out.
One of the most unshakable superstars on the roster.
Wait, what?
Absolutely a picture of resilience. He's been
What is
through
that?
ups and downs.
Why does it
but
say
he's
that?
Never given up the fight.
Bitter perseverance is what will make him such a
What is
threat
that?
in this matchup.
Across the way is a man who's rededicated his focus. Someone who's been spending extra time training and scouting for his competition. And a stomp to the gut.
Is this because the self promo was last week? Yeah, I think that's what that is. Because Fire Shadow challenged Mud Bucket, of course.
This is not
A lot of this stuff is new, so
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes.
yeah,
Step ahead there.
yeah, I like it.
Knock him down. Ouch.
A strong right hook from Fire Shadow. Down goes Mud. Taunting, opposite side of the ropes. Over the ropes, kick to the face. Down goes Mud Bucket. Oh my goodness!
Moonsault.
A moonsault off the ropes from Fire Shadow. Some big moves on display.
Now kick to the back. Just
Yeah, look at this.
punishing their opponent from every angle
This is brutal.
possible. Now
Locking up the arm.
Capped off with a knee to the spine.
Yeah, that hurts to watch.
Oh, look at this.
A flurry of kicks to the face. Mud Bucket's in some serious trouble right now. Fire Shadow on the top ropes. Off the top ropes. Diving knee drop on Mud Bucket. He's going for the pin. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the quickest match of the night. There's the 2, and Mud Bucket kicks out on the 3. Just in time to save it. Fire Shadow ready and waiting. Mud Bucket making his way to the feet. Kick to the midsection. And Mud Bucket back in action. Slap across the face. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks to be a battle of attrition. An exchange of blows. Who will cave first? A nice block from Mud Bucket. Look at this taunt from Fire Shadow. Confident in his ability tonight. Nice block and a counter from Fire Shadow.
Going back and forth like this.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Who's gonna give?
Fist after fist.
Strong right hook from Mud Bucket. Oh no! That's brutal.
Oh, jeez. Looking absolutely.
This is how you end up with CTE, guys.
Clothesline.
Running clothesline.
Second, the superstar building momentum.
Nice block from Fire Shadow. Sweeping the leg. Down goes Mud Bucket. Fire Shadow over top of him now, just letting him have it with a flurry of punches to the face. Stomp to the gut.
Oh, look at this. Measuring. He's about to unleash something big.
Yeah, Fire Shadow's ready to go. He's sending Mud Bucket off the ropes. Oh, Superman punch.
This could be it.
He's going for the pin. This could be over. There's the 2. There's the 3. Ladies and gentlemen, he did it. No misplaced confidence here. Fire Shadow challenging Mud Bucket ever so confidently last week. Mud Bucket answering the call, and Fire Shadow coming out on top victorious.
He really displayed his prowess in victory.
You can tell this guy was fired up from the moment the bell rang.
He definitely had the motivational advantage in this match.
Mechie getting some monies. What a fight tonight from Fire Shadow. Mudbucket, no slouch in the ring. But Fire Shadow proving he's got what it takes in this rivalry match, and a developing rivalry right here on Psycho Circus. Congratulations, Fire Shadow, a fight well fought. And ladies and gentlemen, if you had money on Fire Shadow, you're walking away with some monies as well. Let's see. 92% in favor for Fire Shadow, a fan favorite tonight. 8% of the vote going to Mudbucket. Fire Shadow coming out victorious. And if you chose Fire Shadow, so are you. Congratulations. Here comes your winnings. All right. Congratulations, everybody. And with that being said, it's that time, folks. Our main event on Psycho Circus. Before we switch over, we'll take a quick break and switch over to ARTageddon after our main event tonight. But before we get to ARTageddon, we've got the Psycho Circus main event. We saw another challenge thrown down last week, if you guys remember. Mr. Captain Shires, also one half of the Swashbucklers tag team. We just saw his tag team partner Mudbucket in the ring with Fire Shadow. Shires took to the ring last week to throw down the gauntlet and usher in a challenge against Feral Moon. This week, Feral Moon answers the call in a one-on-one Extreme Rules match. Feral Moon versus Captain Shires. Both have proven themselves to be serious competitors in the ring. Feral Moon undefeated until last week. He's now 3-1 right here on Feral Moon's Fight Nights. Let's go ahead and get those predictions all set up and ready. Who will win? From left to right, we've got Feral Moon versus Captain Shires. I think, did Menchie say she was getting foods? She's going to miss the prediction again. Well, all right. 2 minutes on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, get your predictions in. Who will win, Feral Moon or Captain Shires? Get your votes in. Spending some big winnings. Yeah. One pretty big. Let's see how much. Yeah, cast your predictions now, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, the Psycho Circus main event begins now. Don't let me down. I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
Here we go, guys.
And here I come. Thanks, Rob. Feral Moon heard the call last week. A challenge thrown down by Captain Shires. He's here this week to answer that challenge in this one-on-one Extreme Rules match.
Ohio, weighing in at 180 pounds, the Phantom Wolfman.
This superstar always says there's nothing more important in the world than loyalty.
Well,
That's true.
Tell them that this is WWE. Loyalty is the least valuable currency around here.
That's also true. Cotton candy pods from Killer Clowns from Outer Space hanging from the rafters. Oh, no. I didn't think about that, but no, they're like big blood drops. God, that movie scared the hell out of me as a kid, dude. What a messed up movie. Loyalties, not royalties. They got a lot of kids? Yeah. Ow, that was hot.
A competitor with his share
A little
of the
bit warm.
he wants to prove them all wrong here tonight.
Why is the streamer dancing on the ring again? Yeah, I was getting warmed up. Literally.
The WWE Universe just exploded.
And last week, he threw down the challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shires making his way out to the ring tonight for our main event.
185 pounds.
Just look at the swagger on display. I love it. Swagger.
You ever been so mad you just got to punch a horse?
In the back, just despise this superstar.
Well, the WWE Universe clearly disagrees with you, Corey.
Oh, and what else is new?
Captain Shires, of course, one half of the Swashbucklers tag team. As previously mentioned, we saw his tag team partner in our last match, Mudbucket versus Fire Shadow. One ushering in a challenge and one meeting one. Will he fare better than his tag team partner tonight? We'll find out.
He said he'll be making a statement in this match tonight and will deliver it emphatically.
I'm sure he's hoping to give a statement. Let's, for my sake, let's hope not. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, both fighters in the ring ready to go. Our main event, one-on-one Extreme Rules, Feral Moon versus Captain Shires, begins now.
WWE that is wilder than wild when things go extreme in the landscape.
Oh, watch out, ref. Get out of the way.
In unpredictable ways. It's Extreme Rules.
Strong start from Feral Moon. Knee to the face.
And that means the consequences.
Shires with the reverse, or with the counter there. Kick to the face from the ground.
That's the thing, Byron. Many superstars have had their career derailed by
Moon
Extreme
still
Rules
maintaining
matches.
control.
But just as many
Backbreaker over the
have had
knee.
their careers launched into the stratosphere. It's only
Fire
a
Shadow
matter
back
of
to, or
time
Fire
until
Shadow.
we see which is which.
Jesus.
Nothing
Captain
like
Shires back on his
Extreme
feet.
Rules.
We're just breakdancing a little bit. It's fine.
Salt in the wound now.
Yeah.
That's telling your opponent, you don't deserve to share this stage with me.
That's exactly what I said.
Measured knee drop.
Elbow drop on the face.
Measured elbow drop.
Blow after blow.
Moon outside the ring now, looking under the apron. What's he got in store for us? Here comes the table.
And as a couple of Hall of Famers once said, it's time to get the tables.
Here he comes.
Oh, look at that. Shires trying to help. Oh, just kidding.
Results of this pounding.
Flurry of punches. Oh, the block.
Quickly suffering a good bit of pain.
Shires gaining control of the match. Tossing Feral Moon into the air, right on top of the table.
What the leg?
Grabbing the leg, tossing him aside. He's going for the pin. A bit premature if you ask me, but we'll see. There's the two, and Feral Moon kicks out.
That would have been a shocker.
Look at this raw power.
Ouch.
Sit out power bomb.
Yep, power bomb on Feral Moon. Shires maintaining control. Oh, sweeping the leg on the way up. Feral Moon catches Shires by surprise. Elbow drop into the abdomen.
But the ones who can take it and keep fighting are
Moon
who this
grabbing
type
the
of
table
match
now.
is made for.
Looking for an opportunity, setting the table up. Shires climbing to his feet. Into the table.
Looks like setting up for a
Moon
suplex.
setting up a suplex. Is he going to do it? Into the table.
Just a mess of wood and flesh after that.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. There's the one. And Shires kicks out on the one count.
Didn't get two here.
Moon looking frustrated. Stomp to the head, pulling Shires to his feet now.
Hoisting their opponent.
Fisherman Buster.
Fisherman Buster over the shoulder. Down goes Shires. Moon returning outside of the ring, looking under the apron once again.
I don't know what his plans are with that.
Here comes another table.
It's going to hurt.
Shires catching him off guard, running around the side of the ring.
Really bad night.
Shires positioning. Grabbing the leg. Slamming the knee right into the floor. Stomping on the elbows now. Moon may be in trouble.
I think you really felt that one.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, and a stop right to the back.
Absolutely despicable. Shire's sending Moon into the stairs. Moon looking to be in some serious trouble right now. Shire's lifting him. Deadlift. Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, no. Oh, face first into the floor.
That is enough to knock a normal person out.
Shire's looking. Oh, no. Looking under the apron. Grabbing the steel chair. Moon, look out.
Steel chair. Never as innocent as it looks.
Oh, no. Catching Moon upside the head with the steel chair. Beating him while he's down.
This is barbaric. This is what you do when you're looking to do.
Shire's pulling Moon to his feet. Grappled up. Taking control. What's he doing? No, no. Oh, no. He's got him on the table. Using his own table against him. And look at this, an escape from Moon.
He's still in this, and he's making sure.
Yep, there he goes. Sending Shire's ringside. Stomp to the kidneys. And trying to dislocate that left arm.
And that damage to the shoulder could
Moon
be
pulling Shire's to his feet now. Locking up. Taking control, sending him running into the steel stairs. Pulling him to his feet once again. Moon sending Shire's back into the ring. Moon joining. Pulling Shire's to his feet. Sending him across the ring off the ropes. And meeting him with a massive punch to the midsection. Stomping on the back, sending him down. He's positioning. He's going for the pin. Ladies and gentlemen, it could be over. There's the one. There's the two. And Shire's kicking out, saving the match for himself just in time. Moon clearly frustrated. Stomp to the midsection, locking up the arm. That's gotta hurt. From the ground, Shire's landing a kick to the face. Back in action now. A nice dodge roll. And an uppercut puts Shire's back on the ground. Taking the opportunity. Moon outside the ring, grabbing a kendo stick out from under the apron. Returning inside the ring now. Shire's unaware, catching the kendo stick to the back of the head. Another one. Another one. Shire's catching a flurry of blows from the kendo stick. Struggling to get to his feet, getting met with another punch to the back of the head. Moon outside the ring once more, looking under the apron. He's pulling out all of the goodies tonight. Here comes the ladder. Shire's ready and waiting with the kendo stick, making his way outside the ring now. What does Moon have in store? Grabbing the kendo stick from Shire's hand, slapping him across the kidneys, back of the head, across the back. Shire's just taking a beating.
Hooking the leg of their opponent and falling with a slam.
Wow, what a match.
He's running
Jesus.
some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
Moon grabbing another ladder.
Could be contemplating something very risky.
Coming back from the outside.
We're building bridges here tonight, folks. We're not burning bridges, we're building them. Back inside the ring now. Moon ready for Shire's on the approach, locking up the arms. Shire's with the reversal jawbreaker.
Reversing the momentum on him.
He's just running on pure instinct right
Shire's
now.
sending Moon over the ropes outside the ring. Shire's in pursuit, stomping on the kidneys. What's he got? What's he doing? Shire's, oh no, deadlifting.
Military press.
Yeah, over the head, dropping him face first into the ground. He's locking up the leg now, twisting the ankles. With the, oh boy.
This is how you punish your opponent.
Yeah, this hurts.
Every minute of it.
Moon trying to get to his feet, locking up in the grapple. Shire's putting him over his knee. Oh, multiple backbreakers over the knee, tossing him aside. Did somebody give this horse some steroids?
On this match is now all over our announce area.
Shire's in control still.
Heading to the top now. And now he's back into the ring.
Moon joining him in the ring. Shire's ready, catching him with the right hook. Moon returning the favor. It's a back and forth exchange of brutal blows between these two serious opponents tonight.
So much resiliency on display. Both absolutely drained.
Clip in the announcer's table, no big deal. Yeah, right?
Treating each other like heavy bags.
It's a back and forth battle of attrition. Oh, a strong right hook from Shires puts Moon down. He's going for the pin. It could be over. That was quite surprisingly. Moon still in the fight, kicking out on the one. That was a hell of a punch. Some strong punches landed from Shires. Headbutt, down goes Moon. Shires positioning, pulling Moon, center of the ring.
Just a straight deadlift, the power.
Oh, this is not looking good for Feral Moon right now. He's going for the pin. Shires with the attempt. 1, the 2, the 3. Shires takes the win in our main event over Feral Moon tonight.
Well, they don't call it Extreme Rules for nothing, guys. Let's take another look.
I gotta change that replay screen. That's not right. Yeah, somebody gave that horse some steroids, I think. What a fight from Shires. Holy crap. He took a beating and came back stronger. Look at this. Look at this. I did kind of want to see what I had in mind with the ladder. I kind of wanted to know, you know? That's what did it. He pulled my face first into the ladder there, you know? That's what did it.
Here's your winner,
Shires, I want a rematch.
Gritty victory tonight.
He's definitely a superstar to watch in the weeks
What
to
a
come.
fight.
That was a spectacular performance.
That was. I'm not happy about the outcome, but it was one hell of a battle to get there. Somebody, we need to turn this horse into glue. Don't tell Shires I said that, all right? What a fight. What a fight. What a fight. What a show. That was our main event. Psycho Circus Week 3 has concluded. Ladies and gentlemen, 57% of the vote in favor of Feral Moon. Once again, an evening of underdogs. Captain Shires, 43% of the vote, coming out on top in a surprise victory. It really looked like Feral Moon had that one in the bag tonight. Like I said, the more he got beat on, it seemed like the stronger he got. We need to look into that horse. Captain Shires taking out the win. And if you voted for Shires, you've got some money coming your way. Congratulations. All right, let's do a little bit of a recap tonight. We'll take a quick break and then we'll move on to ARTageddon. Did you notice there was 6 fights tonight? We've got more fights on Psycho Circus now. All right, with that said, let's go here. I need to get some screenshots here. So let's do this. And I will post our results in Discord. Fight Night News channel. And let's see. We've got... Who did that go over to? Fire Shadow and Mud Bucket. Okay. So our main event, Feral Moon versus Captain Shires. Results posted. There we go. BRB? Yeah, me too here in a minute. Me too here in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes Psycho Circus this evening. What a night. We started off the evening with a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match between Low Alco, Badman Dex, North Viking, and Sweet Tooth Low Alco taking the victory. like I said, an evening of underdogs tonight for the most part. Some real surprise victories coming out on top tonight. You love to see it, you know? You don't want it to be predictable. That's no fun. We had our first ever official tag team match tonight between Batman and Robin versus Bluntman and Chronic, both teams making their debuts on Psycho Circus tonight. Batman and Robin coming out on top with the victory. Congratulations. We had a one-on-one match with Cassidy the Clown making her solo debut tonight versus Rose and Cassidy pulling out a surprise win against a seasoned veteran here on Fight Night tonight. We then moved on to a triple threat Extreme Rules match with Rob making his debut here on Psycho Circus versus a veteran, Real Crispy Kev, and Corpse, who debuted last week with a strong display here on Psycho Circus. Rob coming out victorious. Once again, a debut victory. Congratulations, man. We saw Fire Shadow and Mud Bucket step in the ring one-on-one after Fire Shadow's challenge was thrown down last week. Fire Shadow made the challenge very, very confidently, and his confidence pays off. Fire Shadow taking the win versus Mud Bucket. And our main event tonight, Feral Moon answering another challenge from Captain Shires. And Captain Shires pulling out the victory over Feral Moon in our Extreme Rules one-on-one main event match tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. It's been fun. Lots of good times. And we've got more ahead on ARTageddon. That will be happening very soon. What we'll do, let's go ahead and get through this. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Scared me for a second. What we'll do, I'm going to just take a look at our matches and make sure everything is... See, that's got to change. I do have to edit one match. It's a mixed gender tag match, and we've got a duplication. That's... Okay. I'll edit that match on our break. I'm going to take a quick restroom break. We'll roll ads, get all that stuff done, and then we'll be back for ARTageddon. Sound good? So let's go ahead and hop over here. How did I do in my match against Mud? You won. You won. All right, switching over now to ARTageddon. Let's get the ARTageddon music. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and take a quick intermission. Great opportunity for restroom breaks, grabbing drinks, snacks, all that good stuff. I'm going to join you on that. And I also have to get one of our matches modified so that it's not a duplicate fight. And then we will be on our way into ARTageddon. I will see you guys in, let's say like 5 minutes. We'll get ads out of the way, get a nice little healthy break in, and then we'll get on to more events. We've got 6 more fights tonight. 6 more. I will see you guys in just a few.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Rose, if you got to go, we'll see you later, okay? You do have another fight, it looks like, but we'll post the results, of course, in the Fight Night News channel. If you ever do a best of special, make sure that Zomboy match goes on it. Dude, yeah, I need to make sure that that's clipped. That was, oh my God. I haven't laughed so hard in I don't know how long. That was crazy. And Gundy, you're getting your rematched. You're getting your rematch. Oh, that's not my song. Our playlist is not repeating itself. Let's go back. We still in ads? Yeah, we're still in ads anyway. Okay, there. Music's fixed. Let me get this match set up. Gundy versus Linecraftery. All right. So let's see. Let me make sure everything looks good. And it looks
Welcome
good to
back.
me.
Let's get to it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ARTageddon, our second and final show of the evening. Thank you for joining me for Feral Moon's Fight Nights every Friday, every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Following Psycho Circus, of course, we've got ARTageddon, a roster comprised of artists you will find here on Twitch. Just a quick reminder, all of this is for fun. Everyone that is on the roster is here in a way that was handled with care. There's no intent of making anyone look any sort of way, this is all just in good fun and as a means to promote a lot of fantastic artists here on this platform. So thank you guys for understanding on that, and thank you for joining me. 20 seconds of ads left. Wait, you're still in ads, Supra? Which line was here for the fight? Yeah. Not anymore? Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, welcome to ARTageddon, guys. We've got 6 matches in store for you tonight. Again, a roster comprised of artists that you'll find here on Twitch competing head-to-head for our title of ARTageddon champion. Thank you for joining us, and I will see you in just a moment. Check this out. All right, welcome to ARTageddon, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we've got a roster full of artists you'll find here on Twitch competing tonight. We've got 6 matches in store for you. You'll see some of our fighters right above here, right above the chat window. You can see the artists on the roster and some of their work. Be sure to check those folks out. The name you see right there should be the name you'll find them by right here on Twitch. With that being said, like I said, we've got 6 matches in store for you. We're starting off the night with a one-on-one match, Menchie versus Luart. We've got a one-on-one match with Stevie Seal versus Darkest. One-on-one Rose versus Cream of Egbert in an intergender one-on-one match. We've got Freaky Deek squaring off against Throw Dan tonight. A rematch, a long-awaited rematch, Gundy versus Linecraftery. And our main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Doomfruit, who dethroned Feral Moon from his undefeated streak last week here on Artageddon, faces off against Ezram Music in what appears to be a developing rivalry match. All of that and more tonight on Artageddon. Thank you guys so much for joining me. What do we got? Yes, we've seen some developing rivalry actions here on Artageddon. Last week, we saw Rose in the ring against Artwork by Andy. Artwork by Andy tried to leave the match. He tried to walk out of the ring, and lo and behold, by everyone's surprise, here comes Menchie Fox. She wasn't having it. Sent him packing right back into the ring to finish his match against Rose. Rose walking away victorious there. And a developing rivalry. Winner saves loser. Menchie versus Lou. Menchie Fox faces off against an opponent in a competitive one-on-one match where both superstars cover each other's backs. Where Artwork by Andy's attempt to attack the loser after the match will be... What? I guess we'll find out. We shall find out. This is new stuff. New stuff. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get those predictions out there. We've got a one-on-one match. Who will win? Menchie Fox versus Lou Art. 2 minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. And with that being said, let's get to it. Making our way out to the ring first tonight, we've got Menchie. Menchie looking to redeem herself after last week's fight on Psycho Circus, where she lost the match with Winter for the Women's Psycho Circus Championship. One half, of course, of the Cult of the Red Moon tag team.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, the Savage Fox.
Social media has been buzzing since this match was announced, and I think the competitors plan on delivering on that hype.
The Savage Fox, ready to do Savage Fox things. I vote pink. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love this entrance. And the song. The new version of it that I use for mine is decent too. I like that. Or I guess that's not the demon theme. That's just Finn Balor's. But Menchie and Linecrafty are competing to see who can have the longest entrance. And you'll see both of them tonight, so.
A major match ahead of her. She plans on proving exactly why she's worthy of big matches like these.
Yeah, come on, Menchie. We need a win tonight. I can't believe I lost against Shires. Ugh, I'm so mad. Yeah, yep. Finn Balor. It's his demon entrance as well. Menchie ready to go tonight. One-on-one against Lou. And here she comes now, ladies and gentlemen. Not her debut, but I think her second match here on ARTageddon. Lou making her way to the ring now.
Some would say the superstar thinks a little too much of themselves, but the tape doesn't lie. This is a serious contender for any title. They need to loosen up.
They haven't used him as Demon Balor, sadly. Yeah.
That is horrible advice.
Yeah, he's kind of switched the act up, hasn't he? Every time they do, he gets hurt. Yeah, because he's running around with Dominic Mysterio now, isn't he? Begrudgingly. WrestleMania's next weekend? Is it really?
Top names of the entire women's division, and she plans on showing exactly why here tonight.
Yeah, I still need to watch this week's episode of Raw. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe tonight. We're supposed to be in Vegas next week too. Oh man, were you gonna go see it? Ladies and gentlemen, our one-on-one first match of the night, Menchie versus Lou, starts now. A strong start from Menchie.
Yeah, and this is now her opportunity to justify all that hype. An opportunity
off the ropes, missing the mark.
Creating such a buzz.
A win here could do just that. But she'll be facing a challenge.
Oh, missed the mark.
Who has a vendetta to settle. You know,
well, taking shots before the match. What's going on here? Menchie sending Lou into the ropes, into the turnbuckles. Running approach, forearm to the face. Menchie started off violent. Oh yeah, Savage Fox. Oh my God, guillotine on the ropes.
Showing off the quickness, that'll turn things.
Menchie off the top turnbuckle. Oh. Diving moonsault. This could be it. Kicking out on the two. A narrow escape there. Strong start from Menchie for sure. Really looking up to make up from last week's display on Psycho Circus. Lou back in action now. Driving knee. Menchie catching her with the elbow.
Kick down low, all tied up. Is this enough to do it?
Oh, going for the submission, and Menchie breaks free.
Well, she thought she saw a chance to gain the fall, but obviously was mistaken.
Uh-oh, Menchie is not happy about that. She's about to stand her ground right here.
The fight is on. It is furious. Neither competitor is.
It's a back and forth battle of attrition.
Away with everything they've got.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
She's got a lot of hopes and thoughts and prayers behind her. Lou pulling herself up in the corner. Menchie moving in. Lou catching her with the knee, sending her into the turnbuckle. Lou running across the ring now. Superman punch to the face. Forearm smash. Looked like a Superman punch there for a second.
Evaluating their opponent.
Oh, returning the favor.
It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off.
Lou on the top turnbuckle.
She has
setting
no
up.
idea where she is
Minchie,
right now.
unaware, on the ring. Oh, no!
Arm drag. I like yours better, Cole. Taking things back into the ring.
Ow! Agility like that.
Yeah, Minchie
Easier
met
said
with
than
a
done,
jump kick to the face there.
Here we go.
Minchie, Jesus, driving Lou's face into the mat. Minchie repositions. She's going for the pin.
Shoulders down.
There's the one. There's the two. Ladies and gentlemen, there's the three. Minchie taking the win in our first match of ARTageddon, redeeming herself after her loss to Winter last week on Psycho Circus. Wait a minute, what? Oh my God!
We should have known better.
What is happening? Artwork by Andy is out of control on ARTageddon. Ah, Minchie's not standing for it.
To the aid.
We're starting off with chaos tonight.
Two proud competitors tonight.
What a match. Jesus. Artwork by Andy charging into the ring at the end. What his motivations were, I don't know, but you think he'd learn. You don't mess with the Savage Fox. Yeah. He wasn't standing for you winning, I guess. He wasn't happy that she let you win, I suppose. Yeah, he put all of his wagers on Lou. That's what happened. He lost his channel points and he was not happy about it. Guys, you can't do that, all right? If you lose your bet, you cannot charge the ring. It's not how it works. Paid Lou to take out Minchie. That might be. It may be it. Not a sore loser or a sore winner. Speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, we had predictions. Minchie with 82% in favor from chat. Lou with 18%. Minchie upsetting the underdog night, taking the win. And if you voted for Minchie, you've got some winnings coming. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. What a first match of the night. What a first match of the night. And we're not stopping now. Ladies and gentlemen, our one-on-one solo debut of Stevie Seal versus Darkest. Who will win? Stevie Seal on the left or Darkest on the right? 2 minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. Still down 5K from Moon. I'm coming back with a vengeance next match. You just wait. You just wait. I'm going to throw fireballs and everything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your predictions in. One-on-one, Stevie Seal versus Darkest, both making their solo debuts on ARTageddon this week. Let's get to it.
And here he comes.
The foe is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring.
Stevie's about to blow up the arena.
Weighing in at 205 pounds.
The feeling, the electricity in the arena right now is unlike anything I've ever felt in quite some time. This match is going to be good.
I think it's Darkest with 2 T's, right?
Focus and drive in his eyes, ready to prove he's the best this division has to offer.
That be it? Stevie Seal awaits his opponent.
For this guy.
Oh, we got to fix that. We got to fix that.
And his opponent from the Netherlands, weighing in at 198 pounds, the Dark Horse.
I can't watch this entrance. I heard this one backstage talking up their own work non-stop. Well, why don't they get in the ring and prove it, huh? That's what they're doing right now, Corey. Well,
Corey, you say this so much.
see what they've got then.
Yeah, we got to get that. We got to get that off the ramp there. But, ladies and gentlemen, Darkest making his way out. Another solo debut this evening. I've got somebody's got it. Extreme. I can't remember who though. If I remember right, her music and her motion are both mixed up between multiple people.
He's physically and mentally prepared for the task at hand in this big-time match.
He's about to put the stipple on Stevie, you know? This from Undertaker is nice because of the hat. Yeah. Yeah, that worked out well because he grabs his hat when he leans through the ropes. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, one-on-one Stevie Seal versus Darkest.
And he is up against
A strong start from Stevie.
To get the win here, no matter what.
Oh,
Should be Saxton. If you're not
scraping the eyes.
You're not trying.
Stevie with the bear hug.
Squeezing the breath out of them.
Oh no.
Furiously trying to fight his way
Darkest
out of the bear hugs. Can he
desperately
do it?
trying.
Yes.
Oh, clapping the hands there. Breaking free. Stevie,
Oh,
he's not having it.
fresh. Nothing pretty about it.
A seal hug, yeah, right? Stevie sending Darkest off the ropes.
Body drop. Ooh.
Body drop, down goes Darkest. Stevie with just stomping the daylights out of him. My goodness. Darkest not having it. Kick from the ground. On the rise now. Darkest back on his feet. Running into the brick wall, Stevie. Stevie puts him down. Double axe handle, going for the pin. Darkest kicks out before the one. Stevie hitting him with the strong right hook from behind. Stevie, you tickling him? Stevie's hitting him with the tickles.
Ooh. He's getting overrun by this onslaught of attacks.
This is the type of scenario where he needs to get inventive.
Stevie positioning. Off the ropes. Big boot to the side of the head.
Really just laying it in. Down to
Double axe handle across the shoulders.
Smash.
Oh, that's just dirty. Stevie going to work on the legs now.
Oh, man.
He's in complete command here.
Yeah, this is
Doing a full body work over here.
Oh, the knee takes a big hit.
Yeah, Stevie really focusing on the legs and the knees. Taking some body shots in on the way.
Check out this power.
Darkest back on his feet in the corner. Stevie dropping him face first into the turnbuckle.
Sharp knee.
Knee drop to the back. Stevie pulling Darkest to his feet. Oh, a nice dodge from Darkest. Taking the opportunity to get back in the fight. Suplex.
That's not all.
Oh!
This could be it.
With the clothesline, he's going for the pin. There's the 2, and Stevie lifting the shoulder on the 2 count.
Vicious right forearm.
Darkus sending Stevie over the top ropes.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's
Outside the
count.
ring now.
And what a maneuver we just saw there.
Oh!
Elbow drop.
Elbow drop to the midsection. Ref starting the count now at the 1.
Heel hook.
Darkus with the heel hook.
Look at this. Oh, that's so painful.
Yeah, that one's gonna hurt.
To watch too.
Oh no, elbow drop to the chest. Ref at the 3 count. Darkus stomping the elbow. Stevie on the rise. Darkus. Oh!
They say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Stomp, returning the favor here. Just hitting Stevie with a flurry of stomps to the face. Setting him up. Knee strike to the side of the head. We're at the 7 count now. Darkus making his way back into the ring. Stevie down on the outside.
Less and less time remaining on the count.
Stevie still not to his feet. Darkus returning. Stevie rolling over. Darkus positioning. On the shoulder now. Oh! Hitting him with the power slam. Ref at the restarted count at the 1. Stevie hitting him with a kick from the ground. On the rise now. Stevie walking across his opponent. Elbow to the top of the head. Darkus may be in trouble now. Stevie back in this fight. Both men grappled up. Stevie in control, sending Darkus back into the ring. Stevie in pursuit.
Vicious right forearm.
Stevie with the right forearm. Darkus on the rise. Stevie to greet. Stevie sent him into the corner. Elbow to the side of the head. A flurry of elbows to the ear. Why the ear? Oh no. Stevie hitting him with the claw.
Fighting to escape, and he gets out of the hole, but some
Darkus hitting him with a strong right hook and another to the midsection. Breaks free. Kick to the midsection. He locks him up. Setting him up on the shoulders. Spinning him around, and down he goes. He's going for the pin. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be it. There's the 1. There's the 2. There's the 3. Ladies and gentlemen, in their debut fight tonight on Artageddon, Darkus taking the win over Stevie Seal.
So special.
A fight well fought by both of our debutantes this evening. Debutantes? Is that right? Menchie losing all her channel points today. This was a back and forth exchange here. The match definitely started off in favor of Stevie. A strong start from Stevie Seal, but Darkus coming back and reclaiming his part in the fight and dominating over Stevie to take the win.
Here is your winner, the Dark Horse.
Impressive win for him here.
This
Yeah.
victory is exactly the kind of statement I knew he wanted to make here.
This was a message from him to the entire WWE Universe.
That it was, Corey. Darkus making his first fight here on Artageddon tonight definitely speaks loudly to the rest of the roster. Darkus is here and he means business. And ladies and gentlemen, we had predictions prior to the fight. Stevie Seal taking 43% of the vote. Darkus, the fan favorite, at 57%. Darkus taking the win. If you voted for Darkus, so are you. Here comes your winnings. And a fight well fought. And we've got more in store. That was our second match of the night. 2 out of 6. We've got 4 more to go. And up next, returning to the ring once more tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Rose making her way back out in an intergender one-on-one match against Cream of Egbert. You know what? I just thought about it. I made a little goof earlier. I said it was Doomfruit that dethroned me from being undefeated. It was not. It was not Doomfruit that dethroned me last week. It was Cream of Egbert. Get him, Rose. All right. Let's get those predictions all set up. Who will win Rose versus Cream of Egbert? 2 minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. Designed by Joe. How's it going, man? Welcome in. All right. Our fighters are ready. Get your predictions in. Who will win Rose versus Cream of Egbert in our intergender one-on-one match? That begins right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from England, Rose Dragon.
Trying to snipe a first, BRB.
You know, this person takes some pride in their work, but who could blame them? Few are as gifted in the ring as this performer.
Wow, you are laying it on thick, Saxton. Don't worry. I'm sure they'll hear you when they watch this match 10 times before bed tonight.
Calm down, Saxton. Ladies and gentlemen, Rose making her second appearance of the evening.
And mentally prepared for the task at hand in tonight's match.
Previously, we saw her this evening on Psycho Circus, actually falling to the underdog, our debut of Cassidy the Clown, coming out victorious over Rose in a surprise upset. Rose definitely looking to take a victory home tonight. And she has that opportunity right now.
Are you guys ready?
Making his way out to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, illustration artist here on Twitch, Cream of Egbert. Last week, he defeated Feral Moon, who is previously undefeated. Rose has a serious contender in front of her tonight. Let's see if she can claim a victory. Rose already cost me 5K.
He calls himself the standard bearer of this division and plans on proving it in a matter of moments.
I need payback, Rose. Rose eyeballing her opponent from outside the ring. Ringside now at the turnbuckles, both opponents ready and waiting. Our intergender match begins now. Strong start from Rose. First contact. Strong right hook to the face.
Confidence is key to success inside of a WWE ring.
Oh, he pries his way free with the reversal.
Arrogant to some, but you have to believe in yourself to achieve great things in this industry.
Now we just have to see if this
A nice moves by Rose, putting him over the shoulder, going in for the headlock.
Is an opponent with no shortage of fighting spirit. We could be in for some real fireworks in this one.
Yeah, this is an opponent who really brings it between the ropes and could present a unique challenge in this
Rob,
match. This should be fun to watch.
I got to tell you something funny, by the way. I'll do it after the match. Don't let me forget. Oh, knee to the face, off the ropes.
I think Rage took over in that moment.
Rose in trouble now. Egbert finding his footing, driving punch to the side of the head.
And all that's left is one thing, one finishing touch.
Rose back on her feet. Oh! Over the ropes, kick to the face. Stomp in the elbow.
Right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. He's really mounting pressure at will.
Off the second rope.
Staying on the offensive.
Double axe handle to the back of the head. He's going for the pin. There's the one. There's the two. Rose kicking out on the two.
See if this is the start of a rally.
Off the rope.
Wow, picture perfect
Moonsault. Yep.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
He's going to hurt himself if he's not too careful. Oh, right hook to the side of the face. Rose in trouble now. Tied up on the ropes. A flurry of punches to the chest. Red Moon Arena is on fire right now.
No answer to any of these attacks.
Rose collapsing
She's really
outside
got
the
nothing
ring.
left right now. Yeah, she's just
Back on her feet now.
cut off at the pass here.
Egbert taking a moment to celebrate. Oh, a little premature celebration, though. Rose back in the ring in a flash. Surprising Cream of Egbert, catching him off guard.
Stomping down.
Stomp to the back of the head as he lays there helpless on the mat. Rose going to work on the leg. Stomping on the hip. Elbow drop.
Hammer right on the lower back.
Yep. Just a relentless
Twists the
onslaught
arm
here.
out. Working on the armbringer. Oh, and a kick. That was nasty.
It was nasty.
Rolling
Jawbreaker. Yeah, rolling outside the ring now. Rose taking the opportunity off the top rope.
It connects.
You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense.
Knee drop to the
Can't say it
face.
didn't pay off.
Momentum is completely with her right now. She
It definitely
In
is.
the zone and not letting up.
She is very much maintaining control in this fight, keeping the momentum going,
Got drilled with a devastating knee strike.
looking to redeem herself from earlier the fight earlier tonight.
Now can capitalize.
Cream of Egbert back on his feet now with the reversal.
Superman punch.
Superman punch, and down goes Rose. He's pulling her to her feet. Midsection punch, a flurry of punches, a backhand,
Nasty.
and sending Rose ringside now. The ref
If she's not
at the
careful,
7
that's
count.
it.
Rose
She'll
is
be
in
counted
trouble.
out.
8. Oh no. Still down. 9. It's over, folks. It's over.
A little distance between these superstars for the moment.
Are you serious? No! Rose
We've got some highlights from the last one.
disqualified with the count out. Cream of Egbert winning by default. His opponent eliminated by countout. You hate to see it happen. Rose almost making it back in.
The out of the ring count getting the best of them tonight.
The referee's count is more than enough time to get back in the ring. The loser only has themselves to blame.
Yeah, my goodness. My goodness. Poor Rose. I feel terrible. That's an awful way to go out. Awful way to go out. Cream of Egbert taking the win in that intergender one-on-one. You guys have, of course, cast your predictions prior to the match. Cream of Egbert, the fan favorite, taking 59% of the vote. Rose pulling 41%. Cream of Egbert, of course, taking the win tonight. If you voted for him, you're taking some channel points with you. Congratulations to our winners. And with that, we've got more action in store tonight here on Artageddon. You want to do something after 5? Oh, yes. Rob, so I told you I was making my own DWL universe mode, right? So I did a little test one-on-one fight between Jack Spade and Ace Spade last night. Dude, you can't even fathom what happened. It was hardly into the match, and Jack won over Ace with a submission. The same submission. I'm like, this is weird. It was the wildest thing. Yeah, dude. I was like, this is fucking strange. It panned out just like that episode. I was like, this is weird. But yeah, I wanted to tell you that before I forgot. It was pretty cool. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've got more action in store for you tonight on Artageddon. We've got another one-on-one match. We got some favorites coming up here. Freaky Deek versus Throw Dan. I'll set those predictions up. Amel is a huge WWE fan, so maybe he has something in the algorithm of the game. I mean, it's hard to say, but I thought that was pretty funny, dude. I thought that was pretty funny. Start your predictions. Who will win? Freaky Deek or Throw Dan? 2 minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. 1-on-1. Both of these fighters proven to be serious contenders in the ring. We've got an exciting match ahead of us. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it.
We are about to see something good.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Germany, weighing in at 179 pounds.
Gentlemen, this has
The
all
Freak.
the makings of an all-time classic match, and I fully expect it to deliver on that promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, Freaky Deek, a fellow sculptor, friend of the channel. You should definitely be following this man. His fighter modeled after his android sculpture. Very cool stuff. You can check it out. Twitch.tv/freaky_Deek.
He is in perhaps the best shape of his career, and he will need that with the competition level this high.
Of course, facing off one-on-one tonight against another friend of the channel.
About to get good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Throw Dan to the arena. Friend of the channel, a potter here on Twitch. You can catch him throwing on the wheel, even doing some ceramic sculpting. Show some love. Dan is awesome.
Highly anticipated matchup. The competitors in this one have been waiting all day to get their hands on each other.
And even with the apron and the red shirt. Gotta get to bed, Drovana. You have a good night. We may have to look into starting a little bit earlier. I don't know. Or splitting them up between 2 nights. I don't know. We'll talk about it in Discord. I want this to be a weekly thing that most of us can participate in, you know. A theme, though? Yeah. Dan's already proven himself in the ring. It's going to be quite the fight ahead of us here.
He can hang.
That's what I just said. Throw Dan about to put Freaky Deek on the wheel here. And a histamines that kicks me down anyway. Yeah.
You can sense the anger emanating from the competitor.
Oh my.
Eyes like a blazing fire. This is a man
Oh.
you don't want to be in front of right now.
Freaky has no chill.
Followed up with a pin attempt.
At the 2 count already. Freaky's got places to be.
Double leg drop.
Yeah, those double leg drops are dirty. Freaky off the second rope, taunting his opponent.
Right now, and it's about to
If
get
that one,
worse.
right? Off the second rope.
breathtaking Hurricane Rana.
I gotta love that Hurricane Rana. That's a fun move.
And he heads back into the ring.
Freaky, kick to the
He's got him in
chest.
deep trouble here.
Oh no, guillotine drop.
There's a guillotine leg drop.
And he just continues to dish out punishment here.
We've seen a lot of that tonight.
Exactly what he'd hoped for.
That's I don't think this. I think tonight's the first time we saw that move, and we've seen it 3 times.
Hurricane Rana.
Throw Dan off the
Sometimes you
ropes.
just gotta show
Freaky
off
dominating
and
this
show
match so far, taunting his opponent as Dan gets to his feet. Freaky off the ropes. Oh, Dan denied.
He isn't looking helpless anymore.
Yeah, he clearly just got a much-needed boost of
He
energy.
is not having it.
I've seen
He's
Saxon
ready to
out
throw.
A few local bars like that before.
Please don't remind me, Corey.
The streamers portrayed here. I can't stop imagining them doing these stunts. I'm just saying, the Creator Clash doesn't have anything on us, you know?
Kick right on point. And he's absorbed some stiff offense already. All measured up.
Oh!
Kick to the back.
Drop kick to the back. Dan in trouble. Freaky's going for the pin. Dan, wake up. There's the
kick out.
and Dan kicking out on the two.
Intention of staying down.
He's headed to the top now.
Freaky on the top rope. Dan back in the ring. Oh no, Dan! Double axe handle the top of the head.
On the knees. That could be the tide turner.
Quickly back in action. He sees it coming. He puts the knees up, turning the tables on Freaky. Dan.
Power of a deadlift.
Deadlift.
Military press. Wow. Walking around
Look at this. Dropping him on his face.
That is the kind of move that leaves our jaws.
Stomp to the kidneys.
Hold on, is he thinking of a submission?
Dan
Saved by the
going for the submission. We got a rope break.
Stalking his prey, ready to strike.
Oh, a nice block from Freaky. Hitting him with the right.
Going head to head.
Freaky, strong defensive here tonight.
Back and
Oh,
forth,
slap
neither
chop.
one giving up any ground.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Slap chop.
Toe-to-toe.
Strong right hand, right hook to the face there. Freaky in trouble. Dan putting him down. Freaky trying to get back up. Dan hitting him with another right hook. A left hook. All right. From behind. Suplex.
Suplex. But that's not all.
And the clothesline. Down he goes. He's going for the pin. This could be it. It could be over for Freaky. There's the one. There's the two. There's the three. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan coming from behind and pulling out the win.
That match is worth another look. Here we go.
Dan coming back. Ouch, that suplex. Who'd have thought that the same guy who made fun of Brian and myself back in 2007 for talking about wrestling as much as we did would be running his own wrestling stream and loving it? Shut up. Just shut up. My autistic as fuck brain is just like, hey, you're 41. Why not get into wrestling?
And he certainly proved himself a superstar to watch with this one.
This really
I
felt
lost
like it was
again.
about
Ah.
more than just winning. This was about making a statement, putting everyone in the division on notice.
And that's
A strong win from Dan there. Definitely. Well deserved. Making a comeback on that. Freaky's, I think he's only had 2 fights, and I think he won his first, but I think that was just like an exhibition. Because we're only 3 weeks in. And we've added more fights to each show. I think it started with 4, and we're at 6 each now. All right. What a fight. Let's take a look at those predictions. The fan favorite tonight, Freaky Deek, 54%. Throwdan taking 46% and then taking the win. The underdog pulling through tonight. If you voted for Dan, you're taking home some channel points. Here you go. It's entertainment. I haven't watched since the 90s, though. Yeah, I used to watch it as a kid on the weekends when I was at my father's house. My mother wouldn't let me watch it. And then I just kind of fell off. I still played games with friends like the N64 WWE games or whatever, and Nitro and all of those. But yeah, I'm in deep now. To the point where I want to find an opportunity to do some production stuff for one of the local leagues because I've had so much fun with this. I just want to do more, you know? It's probably a good thing I'm busted as fuck, or I'd get some stupid idea like I should start wrestling. All right, let's pull this up. Let's get over here. Up, Gundy. You're up, sir. You are up, our hearts. Do not vote for me since the underdog wins every time. Well, technically. Oh, I see what you're saying, Gundy. I see what you're saying. Gonna see Farrell on Raw. Yeah, right. Yeah. It put me in a coffin. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a long-awaited rematch. Since the exhibition days prior to week 1, where we had a little exhibition match between Gundy and Linecraftery. It was just a fun match, just for fun. Linecraftery came in dead serious. If you weren't there, it's hard to explain the brutality we saw on display. It certainly caught Gundy by surprise. He didn't see it coming. Gundy's wanted a rematch. Gundy, you're getting your rematch. It's happening. The next Paul Heyman. Maybe if I could keep my figure the way it is right now, though, that would be preferable. All right, let's get these predictions set up. Who will win? Gundy or Linecraftery? 2 minutes on the clock. Get your predictions in. Linecraftery, he's a monster in the ring, man. Best of luck to Gundy. Best of luck to all of your predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to it. There is one thing that's for certain, though. I've got that Paul Heyman doesn't have. I'm running the entire show by myself here, you know?
Yeah, now we're talking.
That's right. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Gundy, making his way out, challenging Linecraftery to a rematch.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring.
Oh, piss. That's probably not right, is it?
And 86 pounds. The Olympic
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
The WWE Universe more than ready to see this one start. This is going to be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gundy, a fellow sculptor, friend of the channel. You should definitely be following him. Show some love. Tomorrow's his birthday. Happy birthday. I hope it doesn't come with an ass beating. Linecraft, giving you your birthday spanking. Hopefully not, though, right? It's today because past midnight in Portugal. Oh. Ah, yeah, I see what you're saying. So, yeah, happy birthday, Gundy. Gandhi. Happy aging day. Get wrecked. It's always funny when we're live with Fight Night to watch me. We always lose follows on Fight Nights. Goodbye.
A man who elevates his game every week. He is competing at his highest level yet.
It is, dude. It is. But that's Twitch, and that's why I stand where I stand now, as we discussed earlier. I gotta fix something I said earlier. Menchie, Gundy, and Linecraftery are all competing for the longest entrance.
All right. I love this guy.
Speak of the devil. Ladies and gentlemen.
There's plenty to love about this competitor, but what really stands out to me is how they support their friends.
They should know better than to waste their time building bridges and inroads backstage. Those are just more directions for your enemies to attack you.
How dare you, Steve? Linecraftery can be a good guy if he wants to. You shut your mouth. Linecraftery, a friend of the channel, very talented artist. I love his style. I love what he's doing. Dude deserves more than he gets. Like so many other artists here on this platform, be sure to show some love. Check out his stream. Linecraftery's awesome. Yep. Yep, you got it. You got it, Extreme. I'm hungry all of a sudden. What the heck? And there he is. The sleep paralysis demon. Mr. Noctu. Got a lasagna. Ooh, dude, it's been so long since I've had lasagna. That sounds good. The last lasagna I had was made by, no doubt, it was Chef Ramsay himself. That's what it said on the box anyway. It's actually pretty good for freezer lasagna. Just a frozen one. I'll tell you, man, those Gordon Ramsay lasagnas are pretty good. Make a gluten-free lasagna. I've seen it. Ooh, I want lasagna. It's been too long. This one only takes about an hour. Oh, the Ramsay one, they're just like little personal ones. It takes like 6 minutes or something like that in the microwave. They need to make a bigger one. That would be great. I do love this entrance though. It's super great. Like, it takes forever, but it's awesome. No attention span, right? By Udi? Yeah, they make a lot of that kind of stuff, don't they? There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the rematch that everybody's wanted since before Fight Night began. Gundy, one-on-one versus Linecraftery, begins now.
And here's a superstar that has all the tools to be one of the
A strong start from Gundy tonight.
I'm not ready to crown him as the next big
Look, you're moving, dude.
performance in this match could swing
Off the ropes, moons. Wow.
lucky to convince tonight.
This is a stark contrast to the first fight between these two.
Tired of living in the shadows.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Gundy, of course, taking away from that exhibition match. He knew there was no time to be spared. You had to get right in there, swinging right away. No holding back here. How do you like it now, Line? Bray's entrance is so good. Yeah, creatively, he was pretty awesome.
Nothing left in the tank, just taking this assault.
He's got to do something, anything to get back in this fight.
Gundy sending Line to the turnbuckle.
Top turnbuckle.
Positioning now. What's he have in store for us? Oh!
These attacks
Kicked him right off that top turnbuckle. He's going for the pin, folks. There's the one. Linecraftery kicking out.
Much of that pin attempt.
Red Moon Arena. Alive with "This is awesome" chants.
running knee strike.
Running knee strike to the side of the head. Gundy maintaining dominance in this fight. Oh no, Linecraftery back in action.
Last, he's keeping that string of offense in check.
A nice counter and reversal.
Take advantage of the opening he's
Gundy
created.
trying to slip free. Line saw it coming. Line looking like he got his forehead busted up already.
And a stomp to the gut. Boom.
The Bray gimmick was created by him. Yeah, he did some really cool creative stuff for sure. Line.
Well-placed kick.
Over the ropes, kick to the face. Hey, kid, ref, stop that. Lion taking the turnbuckle pad off. Oh, no, no. Oh, kick to the face. Did you see that? Super kick to the face right between the legs. Lion on the top rope. Gundy in trouble.
Driving down with the axe handle.
Yeah, axe handle the back of the head. A flurry of kicks to the abdomen. Gundy in trouble right now. Driving punch to the side of the head. Line, positioning, stomping to the kidneys. Kick to the face. Locking up the arm. Gundy in some serious trouble right now. Going for the wrist lock.
Oh my God, this is hard to watch.
Double axe handle, back of the shoulders. Line Crafty pulling Gundy. A nice block from Gundy. Hitting him with the left hook, the right. A flurry of punches. Lions tied on the ropes now. Gundy sent him opposite, off the ropes. Spear into the mat. Going for the pin now. Gundy could be taking the win. There's the one. There's the two. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. The upset at the 3 count. Gundy taking the win by pinfall over Line Crafty.
These guys were awesome. Let's take another look.
You know that scene in Clerks with the eggs? The original Clerks? It's been too long, man. I vaguely recall. There's a woman who has spent 10 minutes here looking at bananas. This is a better fight. Man, what a fight tonight. Gundy with the upset in this rematch against Line Crafty, taking the victory he so craved.
This kind of win establishes him to the world. An important win for him in this one.
With a win like that, he just stood up and commanded the attention of everyone in the WWE Universe.
Need to go to bed now?
I think they've noticed, Byron.
It was seriously a good night now. Travana, Gundy, have a good night, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Congratulations on the fight, Gundy. Gundy has me at 5 in a row. Nice, Rob. Lost the channel points, but I call it worth it. You should have voted on yourself, man. You got it. You got to bet on yourself, you know? What a match. What a match. You love to see the redemptions, right? It's great to see a comeback. Great to see it. Congratulations to Gundy. We had predictions in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look. 52% of the vote in favor of Gundy, 48% in favor of Line Crafty. Gundy taking the win tonight. And if you predicted Gundy, you're walking away with some winnings, and there they are. Congratulations. We've got more action ahead of us tonight. Let's see. That was 4 or 5. Was that 5? Ladies and gentlemen, our final fight of the night, our main event, is up next. One-on-one, Doomfruit versus Ezra Music. In our main event, one-on-one match for our final fight tonight here on Artageddon. I'm Rick James Rich here. I bet on Gundy, so I won. Nice. Nice. Why I don't play the lottery? Yeah, I'd end up owing the lottery money somehow, I'm sure. That's why I don't. That's why I don't. I don't think I've ever won anything more than like $2 on the scratch-offs, so. All right, let's get our predictions set up for our final match of the night. I've had a lot of fun, man. This has been a blast. I look forward to these streams. Like, some of you know, I've been dealing with frustrations with streaming and things like that. It is what it is. We're not going to talk about it, but here's one thing here's the point. Even in spite of all of that, I've looked forward to this stream right here. These streams are a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it nearly as much as I do, because I would like to keep this thing going for some time. We've got pay-per-view events that we'll end up doing. Not pay-per-view, but you know what I mean. They're not actually pay-per-view, but special events like WrestleMania and Royal Rumble, things like this. Some really, really great specialty things that are on the horizon. And I look forward to bringing that to the stream. But right now, we've got predictions to do. Doomfruit or Ezra Music. Who will win? Get your predictions in. I want another glitch match. Yeah, that was hilarious. Holy crap. And in our final fight of the night, our main event on ARTageddon, one-on-one, Doomfruit versus Ezra Music. That begins right now. Oh, we're getting right into it, I guess, for some reason.
This match about to get underway.
What is happening?
Here, and we've got
What?
an interested party. We've got company. What are they doing out here?
I don't know what I'm doing out here.
We're supposed to have a match here, but this superstar decided.
Doom and I got unsettled business.
What do you mean we were supposed to have a match, Saxton? We're going to have a match. We just got somebody else at ringside watching along, just like we get to. I understand.
I'll just chill.
Hopefully it's
It's
just
fine.
watching, Corey.
I'm just gonna watch. I'm just gonna have a seat. Have a sit right here. You guys do your thing. It's all gravy.
Tension has been building for weeks and weeks.
And ladies and gentlemen, the fight is on.
Throw the superstar inside the ring, way off their game.
Someone called the superstar a bit too intense.
I don't know why that music's still playing.
See from the look in his eyes, there's a reason why. In this business, intent.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold.
Oh, Ezra, I'm going for the submission already.
Escape and a takedown.
Doomfruit with the escape, sweeping the leg on the way up.
Oh, this is just
Back in the fight now, stomping the elbow.
Look at this. Just
Doom,
stop after stop after
not wasting any time or opportunities, stomping the chest of his opponent right now. Ezra in trouble. Doom off the ropes. Belly flop. Stomping the chest. Ezra trying to get up. Doom stepping on his back. Look at this. Despicable.
and a stomp right to the back.
I really don't know why my theme music is playing right now. Still.
right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. And I stop flurry of offense from him.
Oh!
Absolutely determined right now.
Deadlift to military press. Doom has Ezra in the air, dropping him face first into the mat.
You have to be in peak physical condition to pull off a move with that much weight
Ezra
behind it.
positioning, stomping the elbow.
Early pin.
Going for the pin already.
Easily kicks out.
Ezra kicking out before the ref even has a chance to get to the 1 count. Both opponents on their feet, locking up. Doom putting Ezra over his shoulder, taking him over the ropes. Guillotine drop on the ropes.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission. being
Going for the
locked in.
submission. Headlock. Ezra slipping free. Back on his feet now. Wasting no time. Sending his opponent into the ropes. Locked up. Into the turnbuckle.
Wrapping up my chain.
Raiders welcome in. Michi Myers coming in with a raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in, folks. Welcome to Fight Night. We got a juicy tomato raid coming in as Doomfruit takes a pin from Ezra.
The ref count before
Doom kicking out on the 1.
No end in sight here.
Michi, thank you so much for that shout out. Folks, shout out in the chat for Michi Myers, a very, very talented illustration artist here on Twitch. You should absolutely be following. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching ARTageddon, a simulated matches here with featuring a roster of artists on Twitch competing head-to-head in simulated fights for the title of ARTageddon Championship. Right now, we've got Doomfruit facing off head-to-head against Ezra Music. Ezra sending Doom off the ropes, bear hugging, driving him into the mat.
Shoulders down. This could be.
Ezra going for the pin. There's the 1. There's the 2. And Doom raising the shoulder before the 3.
From not kicking out next time.
Die Schlaflus? I hope I said that. Die Schlaflus?
I don't think this is gonna end
Happy Tomato Night. Welcome in. Michi, how we doing? How was the stream?
I thought we saw this
Doom in for the pin. Ezra kicking free before the 1.
Well, that shouldn't be a new feeling for you, Saxton. You should try being
Doom
right
setting
once
it
in a
up.
while, Bobby.
Ezra on his
Feels
shoulders now. Oh, flipping him right into the mat. Doomfruit taking a moment to position his opponent. Ezra back on his feet now. Doom. Oh no! Oh no! Backbreaker over the knee.
Not good at all. The pendulum backbreaker stretch.
Drovana back. I thought she was going to sleep, Drovana. Working on beach art was productive. Awesome. Wait, beach art? Are you doing more beach art?
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Doomfruit sending Ezram over the ropes, out of the ring. At ringside now, Doom in pursuit. Farrell sitting there. This is odd. What is Farrell Moon up to? Ezram sent into the steel stairs.
Just a strong deadlift of power.
Another one. Doom absolutely dominating right now. It's a second version. Oh, nice. What did I just come into? Welcome in, Ham. Doom in control. Sending Ezram into the ring. At the 7. Stomp to the back. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what is happening. It's out of control. It is out of control. Here comes Farrell Moon. We've seen a developing rivalry between him and Doomfruit, charging into the ring now. With the clothesline, down goes Doomfruit. Referee trying to gain control of this match.
Well, it seemed like one of these superstars was headed towards
and it looks like Farrell Moon has every intention of finishing this match tonight.
I think we know what he's thinking, and it's not going to be nice. Punch right in the head.
Also, why can't I get rid of that? That's interesting. We don't know what's going on. Everything's getting crazy tonight. It's a back and forth. A back and forth battle of attrition between Farrell Moon and Doomfruit. This wasn't even a Doomfruit Farrell Moon fight. What happened? Farrell Moon off the top rope.
All the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
Driving knee to the face. Doom is in trouble. We have an increasing rivalry here on ARTageddon. Unfortunately, that means that our fight between Ezram and Doomfruit is the disqualification. What a fight. What a night on Fight Night. What a night. What a night. I want to fight my mods. I want this too. Oh my God. Michi, it's so much fun. So long story short, I watched wrestling as a kid. I fell off, right? But I saw this game and like the amount of customization that you can do. And I just had to run with it. And it's kind of sucked me into this rabbit hole that I'm like deeply into wrestling now. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. I'm enjoying it. That's all that matters, right? So what we're doing here, we've got 2 shows every Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, I guess. We started off with Farrell Moon's Psycho Circus. It's a roster comprised of just like zany characters like 1960s Batman and Robin, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Jay and Silent Bob, but also members of our community with custom fighters on the roster. That's Psycho Circus. That's what we start off with. And then this is ARTageddon. ARTageddon is a roster comprised of artists here on Twitch, competing head-to-head in these simulated matches for ultimately whoever will claim the ARTageddon Championship title. Do you want a fighter, Michi? But the way we handle it, you know, every artist that's on the roster, they've got a fighter card on display. This is very much to showcase people. This is very much to showcase some incredible artists here on this platform and just have fun with it, you know. All of our fighters get a shout out as they're making their way to the ring. And as you can see up top there, we've got fighter cards that display their fighter in our matches and their Twitch username and some of their artwork. So We're having a lot of fun with it. We're on week 3 officially. There was an intermission week in between. I had to cancel because we were doing this on Saturdays and it just doesn't work out well for me. So we moved it to Thursdays. We're on week 3 now. Like I said, every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's so cool. It's like if you look at that video playing on the right side of the screen, you can see like some of the arena customization that's done. Like twitch.tv/PharaohMoonTV. The show, everything is custom. Like that, the apron there, ARTageddon, all of that. You can customize so much in this game. I had to. It's a blast. I enjoy this. I've been enjoying this so much, in fact, that I'm kind of looking into opportunities to do some production stuff for local wrestling leagues because well, here you go. Well, that's the wrong button, but here you go. Still need to re-render this to make it be Thursdays at 5, but yeah. That was a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to be making more of those. I still need to do one for the Psycho Circus show as well. This is our theme. We can do this, I think, without breaking things. Let's try. I can do this between shows and we switch over, right? So this is the theme for Psycho Circus. It's got its own separate arena. Kind of a creepy, twisted metal kind of theme. And anybody that's a member of the community and on our ARTageddon roster is welcome to be in both shows. So, as who what? And I need to join as Murdum. Is that somehow possible? Michi, I think that is very possible. I'll send you a DM on Discord. Asking for some references and just some basic details. All right. Say yes. My high-ass wife just asked if she needed to stir the lasagna. No, don't do that. Oh boy. But yeah, I do wish. Let's go back over here. We're going to pull this up. I do wish we had more to show you guys. That was our main event, our final fight of the night on our second show. But we do have some recaps to go over. Let's see. We've had some surprise turn of events too. Since we're only just beginning, we're on, like I said, week 3. We got people between both shows starting all kinds of drama, making rivalries between one another. It's been intense. Catching us off guard and keeping us on our toes for sure. Let's see. Let's go ahead and exit here. And we'll get our screenshots for our Fight Night channel on Discord with the results. We'll get those copied. Let me post those in Discord. And let's see, I copied that up to Throwdan. So Minecraftery and Ezram. Those 2 matches. Done. So just a little recap real quick of our matches tonight. We started the evening off with Minchi versus Luart. Minchi, of course, looking to redeem herself after last week's match. Where in Psycho Circus, where she fought against Winter for the Women's Psycho Circus Championship title. And, of course, being defeated by Winter for the title. Very much looking to redeem herself this week, and she very much did, coming in with the win tonight on her one-on-one match versus Luart. We followed that up with a one-on-one Stevie Seal versus Darkest, both fighters making their debut tonight on Artageddon, and Darkest walking away with his first victory. Congratulations to him. We had an intergender match tonight. Rose facing off against Cream of Egbert. Cream of Egbert taking the win tonight. Rose, unfortunately, having a rough night between both shows. 2 losses tonight between Psycho Circus and Artageddon. Rose will certainly be looking to redeem herself next week. Stay tuned for that. We also had a one-on-one match between Freaky Deke and Throw Dan. With the Freaky Deke coming out swinging. It was really looking like it was going to be a victory for Freaky Deke, and Throw Dan coming from behind and just dominating at the latter half of the match. We got ads. Let's snooze those. And taking the victory over Freaky Deke. Next, we had our rematch, a long-awaited rematch between Gundy and Linecraftery. If you've been around since the start, you guys know we had an exhibition match before our season began. Just a little for fun exhibition match, but somebody forgot to tell that to Linecraftery. He came out swinging, just an absolute brutal display, caught Gundy by surprise. Gundy didn't stand a chance. He got his proper rematch tonight. Gundy walking away victorious over Linecraftery. And, of course, our main event tonight, Doomfruit versus Ezram Music. It looks like Doomfruit actually got credit for the win, so I'll tell you what. We had predictions in. 59% in favor of Doomfruit, 41% in favor of Ezram. Doomfruit, according to the charts, taking the win after an interrupt from Feral Moon with a growing rivalry between him and Doomfruit. But if you chose Doomfruit in your prediction, it looks like you're walking away with some winnings. Congratulations. Wait, who won? It's given credit to Doomfruit. Yes, you do need to mix it all up. Wait, what? Ham? Is that Menchie versus Wonder? It's Lou Art. Yeah, she requested Wonder Woman as a theme. Is there a way for me to join our next season? I'm still working out some channel point redeems, Ham. Stay tuned on that. I've got some interactive stuff I want to add for these shows, as well as a official means of redemption, I guess, for fighters. But yeah, stay tuned on that. Because I don't intend on stopping this anytime soon. I want to keep going weekly. Like I said, we're going to be doing our live event matches like we have been for several weeks. Then we're going to have some quote-unquote pay-per-view matches. Now, that doesn't mean you guys have to pay to watch them, of course. But just kind of in reference to the actual WWE events like SummerSlam. We've got... basically, yeah, well, I mean, it's a battle royal, essentially. It's everybody in the ring or at intervals. Yeah, Royal Rumble, we've got that we can do as well. I want to do a special show for just a battle royal, though, on Psycho Circus, and have a specific belt just for fun for battle royal matches. Because battle royal and Royal Rumble are a tad bit different. Same premise, but different execution. But Royal Rumble will be one of those pay-per-view events, and essentially you have a up to 30 fighters taking the ring at regular intervals. So you end up with absolute chaos in the ring. The objective is to be the last man standing to throw all of your other opponents out of the ring. It's incredibly fun, incredibly entertaining, and I cannot wait to bring the Royal Rumble to our shows. We'll also, of course, be working our way to WrestleMania, which will be our title matches for the championship. So lots of exciting stuff ahead, lots of fun times, and we'll continuously add to those rosters to keep things fresh, and continuously add new competition. 34 of us should raid Neebs Gaming. We could do that. Unless there's somebody else on that we could show some love to, but is Neebs streaming? Anyway, let's get out of here. Michi, thank you so much for the raid, by the way. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, like, I'm sure you understand. just in the midst of the commentary, I try to roll with chat and also staying locked into on to what's going on in the match. Can be a little bit tricky, but we do our best. Let's take a look at the news updates, shall we? Is this new? Okay, so this is from... Let's go to latest. There we go. I don't know if there's any updates. Ah, here it is. Yeah, see, okay, that's right. So what happened tonight at the end of Doomfruit's match was payback. If you guys remember, let's snooze those ads again. Freaking ads, always creeping. If you guys remember last week or the week prior, my match was interrupted by Doomfruit. So I was acting in retaliation tonight. A strong win and celebration by Feral Moon's victory was interrupted by an unexpected attack. Doomfruit's ambush was carried in full aggression with the use of kendo stick in an effort to add equal parts insult to injury to his rival. So yeah, that's what that was. And then tonight, Menchie Fox's one-on-one victory took a bizarre turn after celebrating their win. Artwork by Indy came down to ringside like a vulture and began attacking their opponent. Seizing an opportunity to beat up while they were helpless, Menchie interfered and forced Artwork by Indy out of the ring to make the save, showing compassion for their opponent while also crossing a dangerous enemy in the process. We got some serious rivalries building up here. Feral Moon came down to ringside before his rival's match with wicked intent, entering the ring and attacking Doomfruit to end the match in a disqualification. The animosity between these superstars has grown out of control, both of them intent on hurting each other. I suspect you're probably going to be seeing a Feral Moon and Doomfruit pay-per-view match in the future. It's boiling over at that towards that, you know? So yeah, I'll be posting these later tonight in the Discord as well. So, but anyway, that brings us to next week's matches. And we'll see you guys next Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Oh, we getting a rematch. We getting a rivalry rematch. Kicking it off for Psycho Circus next week, folks. Rose said, nah. We're doing that again. So there you have it. There you have it. Another night of Fight Night is complete. I'm going to go ahead and back out of this game so we can do the things. But thank you guys all so much for sharing this with me. These streams, like I said, it's one of those streams that I just really look forward to. And I have a blast with this. It's a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. We'll be back with more next Thursday. And in the meantime, I'm sure I'll be live with some sculpting, even though I've taken the schedule away. I do intend to sculpt and stream from time to time. I'm still sculpting off stream, but when I feel like streaming and sculpting, I will be doing that as well. Just no schedule anymore, you know? It's always been for me and for my enjoyment, my artwork that is, and I just want to get rid of some of the noise and focus on that, you know? But anyway, enough of that. Let's go ahead and see who's live, who's streaming, and who we can say hello to. Do you guys want... What's Neebs playing, Rob? Or what are they doing? They're at 875 viewers. I feel like maybe we should just go say hello to Lamo Cow. He's an artist, friend of the channel. You can find him on the Fight Night roster, on the Artageddon roster specifically. I think Neebs Gaming's doing just fine for themselves. You know what I mean? They're on a hype train, level 8, 875 viewers. They'll be fine without us. Yeah. Let's go say hello to friend of the channel, Lamo Cow. He's a sculptor, an artist, very talented too. If you're not familiar with Lame, you're in for a treat. Not only is his artwork great, he's just a great human being and a very fun person to hang out on stream with. So I do thank you guys in advance for joining me on that raid. But before we do, let's hop over here. I want to thank you guys, each and every one of you, for coming through today and hanging out with us, being a part of Fight Night and the conversation. Thank you very much to our raiders, Gundy and Michi Myers, coming in with those raids. I very, very much appreciate that. Thank you for that. I never expect raids on fight nights, so it always kind of catches me by surprise. So thank you for that. I appreciate that, and I hope you guys enjoyed. These freaking ads, man, go away, snooze. Thanks for the stream. Love your face, Joe. You as well, man. Thank you. Thanks for being here, hanging out with us. We're gonna have to talk about fight nights in Discord, because wait until next Thursday already kind of blows. And if you guys were down for it, making 2 shows between 2 nights a week, I would be fine with that. But it would definitely, I don't know, it's something to talk about for sure. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for all the support in all shapes and forms. We're going to get those raid calls out. Non-subs, that one's for you. And if you're subbed to the channel, the one with the red moon is the one you want. Go ahead and get those copied. I'm going to do the same. And when we get over to Lamo Cow's channel, throw those in the chat, make some noise, give a nice hearty hello to a friend of ours. If you like what you see, drop a follow. If not, you're under no obligation, no harm, no foul. It's always fun to meet new artists and friends here on Twitch. So thank you for joining us. I will see you guys on the other side. And in the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Have a great night tonight. Have a safe and happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll probably see you back Monday with some sculpting. But until then, I'm sure I'll see some of you around Twitch and Discord. Take care. Have a great night. And let's queue up this raid. That's not the right. There we go. Lamo Cow. Cool. Guys, thank you. Have a great night. I'll see you on the other side of the raid. Later, guys. $33 of us locked and loaded. I'll see you guys there. Bye, guys. And of course, BRB screen. BRB raid. Let's do it. See you guys there.